the way of its own destruction.
I
We
don't know.
bring
Nobody's
back
ever
the
told
game.
me I snore.
Known as Doug.
On like 3 separate occasions. It wasn't loud, it was just obnoxious. It was like, why is that noise?
Okay. You all go into the portal room, right? Because you followed the big blue tall lady into the portal room.
No.
Yeah.
We're following Slitch.
Following Slitch.
Not the lady.
Slitch goes into the portal room with Esbern and the rest of his entourage.
I'm listening to hear what's going on.
Give me a perception check.
11.
19.
17.
12.
Okay, you hear things like,
Six.
we've got about an hour before the breach. Are your people in positions? And Ezra says we have assets on the far side of the Wizen. We've got assets in Shan. We've got assets headed toward Senzen. These are the kinds of things that you hear them talking about as they come into this portal room.
Your cloak's got another day.
Yeah, we're waiting. We're not leaving.
If it's not here in an hour, it's not.
We're not leaving.
If the thing is gone in an
Then
hour,
I guess we're all rolling our second fucking characters. Because we all gonna fucking die.
I'm not staying.
He's gonna do a TPK over his cloak.
Exactly. You think that you can stand, but you know you can't really run with Achilles tendons gone.
I'm just kind of curious what the cloak's going to smell like if we end up pulling it early again.
That's could be an option.
I mean, it's got to be better than what it was, right?
He's going to smell like flowers. He's going to smell like pretty perfume of army.
With just a little
Or just a fart
underlying
instead of a
stink.
dead person. It just smell like a fart instead of a dead person.
I mean, that would be better.
Yeah, so Esbern and the Slitch are over here talking. You have people. The blue lady comes over and she gets part of the conversation.
I will definitely work my way close so that I can hear as much as possible.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
We're part of the planning committee here.
part of the planning committee. And they go,
I'm just here for the food.
Over
No,
there.
you're there for the cookies.
you
And
hear,
cookies food?
you hear
Let me see that guy.
this guy? See if you can fix him.
It's a crow. It is
I know.
a murder of crows.
You hear them talking about
Nope, that didn't work.
we need to send someone to
I
Zenzen.
don't want to break it.
If what you're saying is true, the answer to this riddle might be is most likely found in Zenzen. That seems to be the highest concentration of where they're sending people. We haven't yet heard back from the group at the Wizen. Things are growing desperate in Bashan. And Slick says, well, I need to return to my ship. Someone will need to gather Stitchin when this is over. If there's anything I can do for you, you know how to reach me.
And I'm gonna walk over and nudge him real quick and be like, hey,
Yes.
with you. Take the blue lady with you.
Why? I don't see how it help.
It'll help you just cover. Take it with you.
I roll a persuade. Well, okay. So, do you have anything more persuasive to say to him than that? Because this determines the DC. If you could be more articulate, it will lower the DC on your persuasion check.
She seems to be very interested in what you were doing. And with helping you, I think it'd be good if you took her with you. I think she'll be very helpful.
Okay, roll a persuasion check. Nat 20 plus 4. And he looks at you like, and you kind of get the feelings that he's trusting you because you're being vague. But
You're speaking his language.
yeah, it's almost like you know something that he doesn't, and he's willing to trust you. So he walks over to here, and he talks for a second, and you see her look at him, kind of glance down at him, because she's about a head taller than he is, and she nods politely, and they move off over here. He takes her by the elbow and moves her off, and you hear,
all right.
and you feel the air in the room just begin to close in around you, and you hear thump bump, thump bump, thump bump.
Make sure I'm not between him and the doorway.
Yeah, you hear this like the air gives you 3 good hugs, and it's thump bump, thump bump, like a heartbeat, and these two just disappear out of the room.
Success! Greg the matchmaker.
Okay.
Watch her be an assassin.
Oh, well, at least he got some, hopefully, before he died.
No, he was.
So maybe he's gonna come back like she didn't know anything, you idiot.
She
But
was
did you get
interested.
laid?
Yeah, and you see Esvern glance over them and watches them leave, and he just shakes his head, and his little follower follows him out, and he leaves the room. Oh, he does stop and talk to you guys. Yeah, is everything all right? You,
Just wondering what the
No,
process
yeah,
is here.
I'm just waiting for my cloak
your
to
coat.
be done. Should your man in the building said should be done first thing.
Oh, you're that one with the smelly cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
That was a nice way of putting it.
Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. It's a rush job, so hopefully we'll have it in better working order.
I appreciate it.
Right. So, if there's nothing else,
Back to the end.
What was
I can
the
see-
breach about?
Greg, every time instead of turning invisible, you turn to a little flaring blue light.
Just quietly ask them what they meant by the breach in an hour.
well, the breach, it's, without getting too specific, it's an opening in space and time. We believe that's how the one's coming into this realm. Stygian, by some means I have no understanding how, has the ability to shatter. That's as much as we have. That's
So we need to
as
find
much as
Stygian.
Slitch is willing to tell us anyway.
So we need to find Stygian.
Well, maybe if you can convince him to be more forthcoming, maybe we can find a way to help him.
What?
Ain't gonna happen.
Why not?
Cause he ain't gonna talk to you. He ain't gonna talk to me. He ain't gonna talk to him.
If a certain scroll is used, it might force the issue.
Or he'll just murder both of you.
You see my logic now. You're thinking about it.
Or he just murders you.
Or may,
But if Stygian actually has shackles put on, or no, Slitch has shackles put on Stygian, that tells me Slitch is probably stronger than he is.
Or he tricked him into it. The only problem is if Slytherin gets power over you, your job will be to free him from Stitching.
And which is the worst one? But if we ally with Slitch,
You should ask Litch about using that unstitching and see if it's a good idea.
He's already gone.
okay.
Yes, I know. You keep running him off. You know how often I keep running up to try to talk to him, and you. Just now 3 times I got right up to him. You went in there.
Well, the blue lady likes him, so whatever.
What does the scroll do that you keep talking about?
Actually, I want to talk to Esbern about it.
what about the scroll?
Yes.
What are you going to ask him?
Tell him what it is and ask his advice.
Okay. And he says, well, normally I could do this for you. as it is, with all the expenditures I have with the city, dealing with the storms, keeping track of slitch,
I will of course offer to help him with anything I can in the shop while we're talking.
it's not a matter of, it's a matter of resources and time and energy. Didn't we talk about this before? I think I referred you to Mrs. Appleby's. She's probably your best bet in any near future. You gonna live over there?
You
I
can't breathe it.
I just found out breathing liquid is not good for your lungs.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Just testing the waters.
Yeah.
No soda.
And he refers you to Mrs. Appleby's again, and
No, I mean I was gonna tell you about the stitch and stitching thing.
about what?
Slitch and stitching about using the scroll with one of them.
Oh, you want to use
I
this?
asked him his advice on that.
Connecting it with which one?
I'm not certain.
Slitch.
That's why I can't decide.
Well, he asked to see the scroll, and he hands up and says, well, this, it would take both parties agreeing to this. I doubt either one of them would want to be bound to any creature here from this plane in such a manner. You could ask, but from what I know of Slitch, I'm sure he wouldn't. And Stygian, he's still a bit of a neighbor to me.
I'll probably try to murder you.
Yeah, and that's what he tells you when he goes, yes, probably tomorrow evening. I could probably get it to you before then, but no guarantees on.
I'll stop by and
I'll
check
have the cleaning
tomorrow
done.
afternoon.
So it's not make it till tomorrow?
Yes.
They'll be fine.
You better hope.
They'll be
If
fine.
not, we have second characters rolled up.
I have a little problem with that.
You can roll up another one. It's that easy.
I gave my second character away.
It's too easy to roll up another one.
I know, especially when you've done this many times.
So-
I know.
What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
Back to the inn.
Hi.
Oh, the market.
You want to go to the market?
Yes. Small detour, guys, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What do you need at the market?
Where are you going to go?
We don't know how to get there.
I want to see if I can sell these pens and ink.
Okay, so where are you going to go to try and sell them?
They're not gonna sell, they trade.
I know. No, I thought I might as well check.
Wait, where did you steal those from again?
Another town, not this one.
In Bellar. It was a literary shop in Bellar.
I was gonna wait till we got to a town where they actually sell stuff. I want to try real quick.
Okay.
Out of the shops, using my memory, which one do you think would be most likely to be interested in that? Probably the one with the lot books and all that.
Give me an intelligence check.
12.
12? I don't know if the blacksmith would have much use for ink.
No.
The bard probably wouldn't have much use for ink. The portal wouldn't have much use for ink.
Let's hold off for now then.
There might be somebody walking around. Maybe you could find a wizard that will need a quill and ink.
Yeah, I resend my thoughts. Think about it more. It'd be something I'd be donating here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if we keep our eyes out for a wizard,
Mm-hmm.
you can always have
Yeah.
Don't need to sell. I'm willing to barter and trade. Because I only snag these for goods. Right.
Yep.
Is there any place on this platform we haven't checked out yet?
Let's see. You slept here. You slept here. This is where Stygian had his meeting.
Slitch.
Slitch had the meeting to begin with. This is where the
The Aarakocra.
Aarakocra had their stuff going on here. You've got the bar. You've got the blacksmith shop. The portal. Nothing. So there's like these two other places over here.
So those two places we haven't checked out yet. They're just chilling and drinking. Let's go check those out.
Okay.
Good idea?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
Can't
so
hurt.
It's got to be there for a reason. Let's figure out what it is.
which one you want to go to?
The one on the left.
So
The middle
Flip a
one.
coin.
that one there?
Flip a
The
coin.
middle one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
I have a two-sided.
Not to try to coerce the party into looking. See, I'm gonna put it there. It must be there for a reason.
Where it's nothing.
And we'll claim it as our own.
Okay.
Murder everything, takes a fight.
Mm-hmm. Put a flag that says, "The land of Kennethar."
Yeah. And then Kennethar did everything on his own.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come looking, they only go after him. No. He charmed us.
So instead
into
of
doing
dropping
it.
a city on him, you'll just turn the city against him.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Your point being?
Who needs friends? Or enemies, I mean.
Exactly. Who needs enemies when you have friends like me?
Exactly.
You ain't gotta worry about the enemy killing your character. You gotta worry about me killing it.
Okay, so you guys turn the corner and you walk into this place, and the first thing you see is a couple of dudes sitting on the corners, and they're having their arms crossed, their eyes are closed, their heads are bent, and they seem to be muttering some kind of incantation or maybe a prayer under their breath, and they're just like monks chanting.
They have a book. They go.
Breaking bricks over their heads, that kind of thing. And you see animals on raised platforms with people standing next to them. You see one lady over in the center on a table. She's consulting a book, and she's got another animal. I'm going to call this an animal on a table, and she seems to be feeling it, looking around like she's looking for injuries.
This is a healer's place.
And that's what you see.
That.
Doesn't hurt to look at it.
Could you guys help my friend out here? He's been cursed with this one. Never mind.
He's been cursed with a small penis. That's not really what we do here.
Why you gotta throw my personal stuff out there?
Yeah, that's what you see. It seems to be that if somebody has a familiar, typically familiars, once they get damaged to a point, they'll go back to the realm they came from. But these animals are here. They seem to be wounded, and yeah, that's what you see.
I'm gonna go up and talk to some people.
Okay, who do you want to talk to?
I guess the lady right at the corner first.
Here?
Oh no, up over.
Here?
The other one.
Here.
Up.
Here.
Down.
The
Here.
redhead
Over.
right there. Jesus.
Pointed everything out.
Okay. You see this red-headed lady in a blue dress, and she seems to just to be staring at what's going on. She's just like looking around.
Excuse me.
And she looks around like,
Down here.
oh, yes.
What is this place?
It's a place for lost and found refugees. I was told I might find my son here.
There's a lot of animals here.
Yes, there are. Interesting. And I'm looking for my son. He's a 12-year-old boy, red hair, ruddy complexion, red shirt, brown pants.
I guess I'll see if
climbs
I've
ahead.
seen him.
Give me an investigation check.
don't know, have I seen any kids here?
19.
Roll the intelligence check. You look around and there's no one here that's under the age of 20, maybe. There's no children that you can see.
No, I was seeing, like, is it somebody I know?
Oh,
like the villages,
Yeah, I
anything
haven't.
we went
Have
through.
we seen kids here since we arrived?
No.
And I got a 17.
Yeah, you have not seen any kids since you arrived, and the description she gives you is not of any child.
Alright, then I'm gonna go up and talk to the girl in the blue dress that's by the table.
This one here.
Yeah.
When you guys are just milling around on the front here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of seeing if I can help any with animals and stuff, and kind of chatting, getting the local gossip while I do.
Say, excuse me, are all these animals just wild?
No, these familiars that for some reason have lost their ability to return to their planes. They become sick. Some of them are wounded in battle. I'm not really sure what their problem is yet.
Interesting. So all these people here, these are their familiars.
Yes, as far as I know. Eric over here and his pets. You guys look over and you see this big black dire wolf just with its tongue lolling out. It's got a little bit of spit coming out on this raised platform. You see her walk up and comfort him and ask how is he doing, and he's like, he's not getting any better. And you see this man almost tearing up, crying.
Feed the direwolf a cookie.
What plane are they from?
And not me.
No, it's not you.
2 swords.
You want to try to give him a cookie?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Walk up and put my hand out so I can smell it.
And his eyes are closed, and you get no reaction.
Put the cookie in front of his nose.
And he just kind of licks his nose a little bit.
No.
Clearly too weak to do anything.
Cookies make everyone feel better.
I'm not really sure what plane he's from. All I know is that he takes hold of this amulet and he says he was embarking from Wizard Connection in some backward of town.
Do you remember the town?
Do we recognize the sigil on the amulet?
The name of the town was Tulane. It's just off the northern coast of,
These
well,
monsters
it's about
are coming through from another plane.
150 miles
Stitching and
north of Balar.
are
It's a small
space
town.
travelers. These creatures can't get back.
And
to
you,
their plane. Most likely they can't get back because all of the passageways are blocked by the main one that we opened up.
You want to take a look at the
There's
amulet?
some sort of something there
There's
I'll
some
look
kind
at
of
it.
connection.
to the plane.
Give me an investigation check.
Is this like the worst off animal in the room? Is he dying?
19.
Give me an investigation check. You see, it's got a picture of a wolf
8.
engraved into this amulet. It's got a ruby eye and
Shut
it's
up.
got diamonds around the edge, and it's a familiar's trinket. Something that you have this, and you know the name of the animal, you can tell it. That's what you know. And you got an 8. As you look around, yeah, I mean, this is the sickest animal you see. You see Tan over here looking at it, and you're over here, and that's the one that catches your attention.
So I'm gonna ask the lady, what kind of healing are you talking
Basic spells
Okay,
of,
yep, and they're not too
of
bad.
healing. Your paladin friend here would know. It's just, landmark
And
animals.
I'm assuming you all have tried healing potions and all that too.
Sadly, yes, but they're few and far between nowadays.
I am thinking that the fact that our enemies that are attacking us now are from another plane. Stitchin and the other dude, the wannabe
Slitch.
god Stitch.
So Slitch is the hat dude, Stitchin is the fur ball.
Stitchin viewed from another plane. I'm wondering if the reason these creatures can't get back to their plane is because it's being blocked off to open passageway for these other creatures to be able to come through into our plane. And so they're throwing off the balance of planes moving back and forth. So I think this issue is directly tied to the issue of Stitchin and these monsters coming through their plane, dominating it. So we need somebody that's an expert at plane traveling through the planes to look at this and analyze what might be blocking one to open up more for the other. I bet you if we fix one, it will solve the other.
Sister, do you think I should heal this wolf, or do you think
Throw
I'm
them
going to
back.
need my
Where they
power
came from.
for an
See, they're
upcoming
right
battle?
Yeah.
I think probably
I was born on the street. I don't have the book smarts. But this certainly makes sense. If you got one
Right, it
alleyway that
does.
people go through, but another alleyway's push the buildings over to block that up so they have more room to come through there, the first lane is clogged off so it can't travel through.
Well, yeah, but you're still talking about telling Slitch and Stygian they have to leave now.
No, it's
Which
one of those
doesn't work.
talking to them to figure out how we can rebalance it so that one pathway isn't flowing so much it clogs the others.
I know. One's gonna answer you.
So that's probably the worms that we need to just take care of. The
Yeah,
worms.
the worms. We gotta
If we can get
plug
them
in the
under
wormholes.
control. No, the
That's
worms.
still not gonna plug the hole.
Slash wormholes.
We need to plug up the worms holes so the monster and
Which is what Slitch and Stitchin are trying to do anyways.
yes. So we should be doing this. Yes. For humane things,
Humanity.
like she said.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna
Humanity
shake
and
my head and
everyone
walk
I'm
away.
shaking my head at all of
You're
them.
shaking your head. Are you over here or where are you at?
I'm with them.
With them.
Is this person listening to us?
So I walk
Probably
over to
glazed
the
over
wolf
staring at
and
you.
I ask her, may I?
13 intellect and wisdom. I'm going
She
up.
looks at your armor and certainly you try.
Alright, I put my hands on the wolf.
And the moment you put your hands on the wolf, you feel your hands go, being sucked onto the wolf. And
Woof.
you want to try to cast
The
your,
woof woof.
your
Don't
healing spell.
Heal it.
Definitely
Don't
do.
fondle it. Doesn't
I
hit
don't
us
have
so
a
much.
spell, I just lay on hands and it heals.
Okay.
So.
So you lay on hands, and you feel energy being taken from you, right? And you get the sense that there is something, a presence other than the wolf that you're touching. And
It's got a worm.
yeah,
It's got a worm.
and
They've all got worms.
you feel the energy be taken
Where's
from
the
you.
anthelminix?
Yeah.
Have you given it dewormer yet?
You feel the energy be taken from you, and you feel the lift go. And it just goes back to lulling along.
It's got worms.
So this is not helping.
It doesn't appear to be helping. Something other than the wolf is taking.
We gotta cut it open and pull out the little metal ball.
Well, yeah, but
We gotta
she
do it without
hasn't told
killing
us
I
it.
haven't told you guys that yet.
Oh.
So I kind of come out of my whatever trance-like state and I say, I'm very sorry, but he's infected.
And he looks at you like, what do you mean infected?
I believe he
Like
has
the
a
people-
worm inside of him.
The worm.
That I'm definitely gonna catch on to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not to point fingers at anybody might have knowledge right now.
I don't have any healing scouts.
I'm not
you
sure
have
what to
knowledge?
do
I'm gonna
for
look
him.
at the-
My healing did
Right,
not
but
work.
I,
Look at the
uh,
lady in blue and be like, is there any way you guys
I don't have an
perform
outside
surgery?
experience with it. I only have an inside.
Casey's got the book. Maybe.
As you guys are discussing this, you hear a scream coming from over here, and you hear, "Oh my God, it's one of them!" And you're,
And I'm gonna pull my dagger and run over there.
Me and Greg the same thing.
Feel
Draw
it.
swords and take off.
you turn,
I grab my hammer and my shield.
okay, and you turn,
I have
and,
magic missile ready.
and on the table is this they have this, what looks like a cat that was probably 5 feet long.
So like a jaguar.
Yeah, a big cat, and you see crawling up out of this creature is a bigger worm than what you've seen before, and it's probably twice as big as normal.
I just like pop out like on Alien.
You ever seen the movie The Thing?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Back
Maybe when I was
time
little.
ago.
yeah,
Okay.
this thing, like legs pop out, a head pops out, and then this big bristly rear back end pops out. It's about twice as big. And
As it's popping out, I want to throw both of my daggers at it.
okay, roll for initiative.
No, it's
13.
I got it's a 20, not natural.
I got a 10.
21.
I got a 3.
That
What
means you go
would you
first.
get?
13.
I think she learned from the last time. Don't skip on the battles.
What would you get?
10.
And what'd you get?
21.
And what'd you get?
3.
Oh, wow. So good. Such a good roll.
I know, right?
And I got the 20.
Okay, so you guys turn and you see this creature climb up out of this cat, sit on the table. Adelaide.
I'm going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I'm not.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You go running towards it, she nails you.
You step up with Eldritch Blast, and you actually hit the bottom of the cat, and that springs this entity onto this person, and this thing is now on that person.
That
Good
dice
job.
Went to, that dice went to jail.
Is on that person, clawing, appears to be clawing at it now. 10.
I'm going to run up and attack it.
Right?
My dice said
So-
hate me.
My first attack is a 24.
24 hits.
And then I'll swing with my offhand and just roll that real quick. A 13.
13 does not hit.
So for the first attack, because it's on somebody, it gets sneak attack. We got a 10 plus a 1.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay. You do.
Wound damage for the.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Bang. You do that, you back away. Okay. Then Calgar.
Calgar runs up. Swipe, 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 swipe. I want to slice and dice. And that would be a 20,
20 hits.
15, and a 12.
2 hits with 15 and the 20 hit.
So that one does not count. And that would be which 8? That one. So it would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 points of damage.
Okay. So it happens so fast. Eldritch Blast, he hits it with his knife. You come up, you stab it, and the thing falls dead on its chest. It just kind of like melts all over her body, and you see her screaming.
I'm going to help her get to her feet.
Okay.
Get the stuff off of her.
Yeah.
And help clean her off.
Okay. So you help.
Because we don't know how it transmits yet.
Yeah, you see her screaming, and then all of a
Where's our
sudden
bucket?
her screaming stops, and
I
she
want
puts
the
her
dead
arm
goo.
around you to get up. And as you, what are you going to do with this thing? Are you just going to help her up? Are you going to try to knock the thing off her, or what?
Well, you said it disintegrated.
No, I said it just kind of melted. He
Oh, okay.
decided to try to.
So, I guess.
I will grab it and pull it up,
And then
you
I'll
help.
pull her out from under
Yeah.
it.
High five.
Okay.
Check her for scars.
Give me a strength test. Both of you.
15, 15, 20, 21.
And an 18.
Okay, so you guys help her up, and you pull it off her, and you notice that as you're pulling it off her, you're actually her rib cage is pulling out as you pull this thing off her, and you hear snap, and it's got little bits like its claws are still embedded in her flesh, and she's not unconscious, but she's out of it. She's dizzy. She looks around and
Can we get a healer over here?
She's infested.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We need to heal her, and then you need to monitor her.
so,
In a cage, away from
Yeah.
everything, like glass
Okay.
walls.
I play surgeon with its chest and open it up so Casey can get in and find the metal.
Well, we're gonna look at that and see
On the worm?
why
Yes.
it's not a worm. It was bigger.
It might be like, he said
But-
it was a general, so it might be a higher ranking
Well,
one,
right,
so I still
but-
want to look and see if there's
But
something
we need
in
to
there.
figure out what was holding on to her, so that way we know to look for it in the future. So
You guys
I
can
hope
look for that. He and I will dissect the worm and find the trinistin in it.
No, it's not the worm. It's a bigger, like spider type deal, right? Based on-
it's like twice the size of the regular worm she's
Okay.
basically.
So
Okay.
yeah, but you need
So I
to.
think this is just a higher
You
ranking
are
one.
looking at the worm.
Yep, she's
You inspect and see why
Yes.
it dug
Yeah.
into her.
yeah, and
like
she's got
how
the
it
book
dug
that
in.
she can look through and
Yeah.
do comparisons. And
I
I'm
wanna
opening up
find
the ribs so
I
she
want
can
to
get the
find
metal.
the trinistin in the worm first in case it will bring him back. I don't
We
want
gotta
it to
pull
come
that metal
back.
out.
I'm afraid that the trinistin that's in it might have something
Just-
to do with that.
Yeah, but you can look at it before you.
Okay, so you're gonna take the worm, put it on the table, and you're gonna expect the worm first, or you're gonna expect her first?
Worm.
Is she dead?
I'm gonna inspect her.
Is she dead?
No, she's dizzy. She's a
Nobody
little bit-
cares about her.
You two
Check
take care of the
the
girl.
wounds and
Us
see
two
if-
will take care of the worm.
Yeah,
Justin,
you guys
you're in
see
charge.
if you can get anything that got into the wounds out of the wounds, and
I
I'm gonna see if
doubt
I
it.
get the trinistin out of
It
this.
seemed like it ripped pieces of her with it.
Well, you could inspect.
And that's why I wanted them to inspect the worm first before digging
Yeah,
into
I'm
it
going after the worm.
and cutting it out.
Okay, who's inspecting the
I
girl?
want you to inspect the worm. To what I'm trying to get you to do is look at the worm and figure out if it ripped pieces of her flesh with it or if it left something in her. That's what I want you to look at before
Okay.
you cut it open.
Okay,
Okay.
Because then I know what has to be done here.
I will be doing that.
Roll an investigation check.
I'll let her roll first. And then you.
I'm just assisting her, so I don't need to do anything. Just what she tells me to.
I don't know, because when should I stop rolling this one because it's being stupid? 6 plus 3, 9.
9. During the commotion, these two have got her and are trying to take care of her, and you look at the worm, and you can see that it looks like its forelimbs, its arms, and its claws have been taken off, and part of its chest is missing. Right? It's not opened up. It's just that its arms are gone. Have looked like they've been pulled off, and part of its chest is missing.
It's a face hugger. It's a
So
giant
I
face
got
hugger.
a
So I will
19
relay
to
that.
look for her.
Okay, you look on her and you see what looks like these two appendages, and there's bubbling around where they meet her skin. They've got one coming in here, one coming in here, and you see a gray splotch over her right breast, and there's bubbling around the edges, and they seem to be slowly melding into the body.
I'm gonna
And I will holler.
Take,
We're missing these parts of the worm.
so I'm gonna take my dagger and see if I can pry the one arm off.
Oh, okay,
'Cause I'm
Gotta
not
get
gonna
the
touch it.
trinistin out of her.
so you're gonna describe what you're doing. You're sticking it in and trying to pull
So-
it out.
Not like I'm just sticking it on the edge of where it's bubbling and then pushing it into the limb and then trying to pull.
He's taking the lid off the bottle cap.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity. Well, give me a dexterity.
19 plus 5, 24.
25.
He just wants to see her boobs.
No, I'm trying to pull one of the arms out. If it doesn't come out, then we're gonna put her in a cage and then shank a little bit later.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's not gonna be alive for that.
You stick it in there and
Sacrifices have to be made.
and you pry up on it. Not hard, just a little bit of a pry. It doesn't seem to be lifting out of her. It's just kind of like when you pry up and it goes back in a little bit more. You pry up, it goes back in a little bit more, and it's just slowly sinking into her chest.
Okay, then I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna whip my blade off on her clothes, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, you need to put her in a cage. And that wolf, I'm sorry, as much as it's your familiar and you love it, it has to die.
That has one of those in it.
Okay.
Probably one of
Probably
them
the
in
same
it.
with everything in
How
here.
am I doing on the worm?
Is the Triniston and the worm or in her?
I have to cut them both up and find out.
I'm cutting the worm up.
Okay.
We should-
I am after the Triniston in the worm.
Give me.
If we take the wolf and put it in this really good cage, when it busts out of the wolf, we have a live captured specimen.
No, we're not doing that.
Is anyone here any kind of surgeon?
This guy comes over and says, "We're not really surgeons."
Do we have any here that are?
And he looks around.
The only way to
Anyone on
save
the
that guy's
platform.
familiar wolf is to cut it open and get it out. Now,
Anybody
that's
on
the
the
only
platform?
way. Other than
a
that,
surgeon?
it's probably gonna have to die.
Really, these two guys is like we're just mages. We provided healing essence in the room. We're not really veterinarians, and these guys come over and says, "Is that what's in my
Yes,
amber?"
more than likely.
Probably, yes.
Unless we know somebody who can put the animals under and do surgery to remove it, then they're gonna die.
Fine.
Or you're gonna have to kill them, because that's what's gonna come out.
Could somebody here send a message
That's that.
Message to
to, what's his name? I can't remember.
Elazar.
No.
Switch.
Yeah, him.
I can.
He
I'll
can,
pull
yeah.
out the notebook and I'll write down what happened.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And I'll describe what it looks like, and I'll be like,
Tell-
all the other familiars are also.
Infected. And he could have a pet. He could have.
So
a
what do we do? Question mark.
If there's, especially if there's a way that he can come and pull the Triniston out of him or whatever.
Do any of the people look sick or just the animals?
Roll me an investigation check. Everybody that you can see, they look kind of pale. It could
How's
be.
their hair? That's what I'm wondering.
They all
Right.
they all look like they have all the hair they should have, but they are
The animals have.
distinctly pale. It could just be because of the treatment trauma, what they've been through. Some of this guy here looks a little malnourished for a dwarf. This guy over here looks like he's spent hours crying.
I'm gonna write down in the book also. These people
So-
might also be infected in here.
The animal that was on the table that the thing jumped out of,
Uh-huh.
did it have all of its hair?
Yeah.
Does it look pale inside its mouth or anything like that?
You opened up its mouth and it looks like
After I finish the worm, I'm gonna do that.
well, yeah, let's finish the worm. You cut open the worm, give me a investigation.
It may have jumped out of the animal because the animals can't
My dice
host
are
them
crazy.
sufficiently.
The animal's dead, so maybe it just
My
like
dice all
Dave
might be
said,
dead.
maybe it doesn't.
And I thought if we
It
cut
doesn't host
Yeah.
them efficiently, so they have to transfer to a person.
if they
Yeah.
pull one of those out of the animal, it might be able to go back to its realm too. This might be what's holding it here.
I
Probably.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. That makes sense.
Investigation, you said?
Uh-huh.
11.
You didn't find anything in this animal that resembled a bee.
10 Infinity Triniston.
It's in her then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after I finish with the worm, I'm going to check over the animal for signs of like balding or the paleness, all that kind of stuff.
You notice that it's that the wound that this thing came out of. It looks. You don't see any of the organs of the animal or any blood really, but you kind of look like it was sitting in a cocoon of some kind of silvery substance, and it is like it burst, kind of like a pimple burst out of this thing's side.
Grossness.
Hey guys,
I
in
wonder
a
if
few
that's
minutes,
the
it's possible
Triniston.
we're going to be surrounded by them because this is not the only two animals with that in it right now.
I know.
I'm gonna look at the book again and see if
Um,
he wrote back.
He, in this short amount of time, he would have not written that.
He's a little busy.
okay.
Yeah, but this is a little important.
Yeah, but he might be dealing
Alright.
with his own
So
importance.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to one of the mages.
Okay, so you're going to go back over to the mages.
Yeah.
Or are you one of these guys? These
Yeah.
mages?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're the
We
mages.
established that there wasn't any kind of surgeon.
Is there any
Okay.
cages around here?
So
Here's
The-
can you lock this place off?
No, that would be something that Aarakocra would have to do.
So we need to go get Elzar.
Surgeon?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we cannot let this escape.
There's no sad here? I think there's a lot of
And I'm
sad
gonna
here.
signal to everybody else. Let's go. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go get Elzar.
You going with him?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
it only
stay
takes
here.
one person to get him.
Go get Elazar. I'm gonna stay here and do what I can.
And
Well,
I'm
we've got to make sure we've got to try and contain it
Alright,
as
well,
much as
then
we
I'm
can.
not gonna split
between
the party.
the closest animal and my sister watching.
I'm gonna look at the guy that's standing right next to me.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna tell him you need to go get Elzar now. Tell him it's an emergency. Tell him what happened. Tell him what it looked like. Tell him to get here now.
Okay.
And then have them go find some cages with some small enough netting or whatever.
We're
these
gonna
have.
use the entire fucking room as a cage
Okay. What are you gonna do?
if we have to.
Does this place
So,
have windows?
I want to start checking everybody for symptoms of infection.
Okay, so you're gonna check people
You
for
gonna wash your hands first? Or?
No, you're infected. Also the animals.
So
Check
you
inside
got
the mouth for
grossness.
paleness, all that jazz.
I'm gonna help her.
This, you come over to this guy. This dog is panting, showing the same kinds of signs this one did, but this one is still conscious. And this one is not quite as far along as he is. If you want to inspect the people, they're tired, they're drained, they're pale, they don't seem to be acting abnormally. The girl that was taken, you pick her up, you take her over the side of the room, and she's
I'm
delirious.
gonna tie her arms up
Okay.
and her legs in front of her gently.
Okay.
And if she says anything, I'm gonna be like, well, it's a precaution. I kinda.
Her eyes are fluttering. They're not rolled back in her head, but they're fluttering, and there's a cold sweat coming off of her. She tries to utter something, but can't say anything intelligible. And so you manage. She struggles, but not like consciously struggling to get away from you. And you eventually get her managed to be tied up.
Am I able to use my divine sense to see if any of the people have the worm? Or have
What
are
exactly does
infected?
divine sense do? You remember?
Oh,
Look it up.
what did that say? It said.
So
I
if there
sensed-
is a powerful evil, it
Yeah.
will be like a noxious odor. If there is a divine good, it will be like something else. But
ringing bells or something.
yeah, it's the
Okay.
sounds of heralding angels or something.
Divine what?
Divine
Divine
sense.
sense.
So basically, she can sense good and evil. The
I can sense the creatures.
if it's
What
if
kind
it's
of
a less
creatures they
powerful, if she concentrates, she can sense it and can tell where it's coming
So
from.
you
Celestial fiend or undead.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. A powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of celestial, fiend, or undead of any
Well, they
being
would
whose
be in
presence
total cover.
you sense, but not
Because they're in the bodies.
its identity. The vampire counts sturdily
Not
bonds
its name, pretty much.
Tense.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell it was Strahd.
Well, and
Okay.
even
But you would know it was a vampire.
with off of what he just said, like they're basically the worms are basically in full cover
I forgot
because
about
they're
that
in
part.
bodies.
okay.
But at the same time, if they're possessing the body, would they not have control of the body?
You would probably feel if they're. That's only if they're good or evil. If they're just creatures that are neutral, that are just possessing this plane, they wouldn't put out that order.
Yeah, and even then, they're not really possessing and controlling the body. They're
Yeah.
more
They're just-
using it as
They're
a
like
host.
Parasites.
So that would be a DM
So-
call if it's evil
Yeah,
or
it
just creature.
And it would be also your call if, based on what they read on the book,
If it would be
if
considered
it can
under
be
full
sensed
cover.
or not because of full cover or not.
Okay. So, what are you going to do to try to activate or sense these creatures? Are you just going to sit there and meditate, try to reach out with your emotions and feelings, and are you going to go around to each one individually? What are you going to do?
No, it has a 60-foot range, so I'm just gonna.
Okay. So,
He's giving you the opportunity here as a player, because you're new. Him as the DM, he is giving you the opportunity to maybe have a better chance at locating one if you go, say, I want to stand in front of this wolf and see if I can sense anything coming off of this wolf.
Well, I'm pretty sure all the animals are infected because they're all sick.
Well, yeah, but that would
But
be
that
a
would
good
be a
way to
good,
test to see if you can sense it, because you know they're infected,
Ground
right?
zero.
Patient zero. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's like you know he's infected, so this gives
Can
you a
you
chance to
sense
see
it
if you
on
can
the
sense
wolf
it
or
from
not? If you can sense it from the wolf, then
Then
you
you
can
may
go
be able to
around
sense it
and
on
start
others.
checking everything else. Right?
Does that
Alright.
make sense?
Yeah.
okay. So you're gonna walk over here. Which way are we gonna go?
I guess back to the wolf.
You got going to the wolf. You walk over, and you've had some experience with these worms before, and you get the sense you don't sense anything evil, you don't sense anything particularly good, but you do sense you have a sense of familiarity with this creature.
Right, helping your senses feel it.
All right. Yeah, it's almost like you've seen this before, you've felt this before. There is a connection, but you're sure you've never seen. Well, yeah, you're sure you've never seen this animal before, but you still feel a sense of connection.
With the animal or the creature?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Kennethar,
18.
how's your voices?
He can't sense it. He told us.
You sense
Oh,
this
no.
connection is coming from somewhere within the wolf.
He told us when
Not with
about
the
snake
wolf's
lady when she
intelligence
took it.
per se, that something within this wolf is familiar to you. It's almost like a family member.
Lovely. I spread my senses out to the rest of the room and focus on everyone individually.
Yeah, so you walk around and you come across the people. You get to her and you have that same sensation. You walk around to the other people and you just see them as tired, worn out. You come across the other two animals and you get that same sense of closeness with something within these creatures. It's not overpowering. It doesn't consume your thoughts, but there's just something about them that you're familiar with. You know them.
That weirds me out a little bit. I don't show it.
Okay, give me a deception check.
Can we do perceptions to see if we notice?
Where's deception? Where do I do that?
Deception.
Oh, right there. So 12.
12. You do a fairly good, decent job of hiding it. I don't know why you would have a reason to be watching her any closer than you would. I mean,
No, I was just.
He's checking me out.
you look at her and ask her what you're doing.
No.
Well, I got the cloak.
She has a
so
cloak
it's
around
probably
it, so you
kind of
can't
hard
really
to
see it anyway.
She does. You do a good enough job of hiding this that no one really.
Okay, so I walk up to my sister and I'm like, hey, so I can tell that there's only one person infected in here. All the animals are, but only one person.
benefit, honestly, has been with my skin.
Quietly.
While she does that, I'm gonna open the book again.
Have you been infected?
I have a divine sense. And I wasn't sure it would work, but I tried it.
Okay. Which individual is it? Don't quite describe.
The person
Nothing
with the
yet.
silver hair and the two swords and the green shirt.
No, that's not the one.
Isn't that
the one
it?
laying
This
down.
one?
One laying down.
Wasn't it this one?
No, the
No?
one laying down.
No, it was the one lane.
Oh, I thought it was this one. Okay.
He's actually open. Well, you did that.
No, I walked over to one of the mages. and
Yeah,
set them
these two guys are just kind
Yeah,
of.
the
That's
person
me, you know.
across the room over there lying down with those two.
Next to me. Doug? That is me.
Quietly
Oh, that is
alert
you? Yeah,
Tan
you're supposed to be over
and
here.
Yeah.
You know what?
quiet. I'm telling Nabil. Quietly alert Calgar
I'm the one that pulled her out and tied her up.
Okay, so the one's she is infected. Okay.
Just not
I already
me.
pretty much
Let
know
Tam
she's
know
infected.
That she
'cause-
is in fact infected, and we need to figure out something else for
Well,
her.
I
Has
watched.
the little dude come back with Elazar yet?
I
No,
watched
it's only been like.
I watched the arms go in, and
Okay.
the other piece absorbed.
Okay, we need to contain the animals as well.
Okay, and as this happens outside, you hear a big boom and a big flash of light that floods in to this room and lasts for like 15 seconds and then just fades away.
I'm gonna poke my head out the door.
And you look up and you see meteorites streaming down. None of them are hitting the platform.
They're just like streaking by.
Yeah, like shooting stars falling down to the earth.
Interesting. Huh.
Okay, we need to bind the animals.
Dad, what's going on out there?
So yeah,
Looks like shooting stars.
I wander over and let
Kelgar?
him know.
We need to bind the animals. Kenethar,
Uh,
all the
I'm gonna-
animals are infected.
You
The
need
one
to talk to
individual
the
we have
owners
tied up
first.
is infected.
Play me for a minute.
You need to talk to the owners.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Let
pretty
them
sure
know.
that if we tell them they're infected, we need to
They
bind
already
them.
know because I already told them. I already said it.
We need to
Yeah,
bind
All the
them so
animals
that
are
we
infected.
need to bind them so that they can't turn on us.
Then they're not going to turn. They're going to burst out. So tying up the animal does no good.
Now, if we kill them, they're gonna burst out too then.
Yep.
So
We
we
just
need
gotta-
to contain them somehow,
Let,
Which was my
one by
initial-
one, let them come out and kill them.
which was my original wording, was contain them.
I mean, it would be a smart idea to move all the ones that are infected into the same general area so they can be watched and no one can get behind us.
When, keep an eye on the infected.
I'm going
and
to go.
as soon as Elazar comes in, we need to find out if there's a place we can
Have they
put them.
informed me of her, the girl yet that I need to be watching over?
I hollered at you.
No, me and you already know.
Okay.
Because you helped me tie her up.
Yeah.
And I would have told you while we were tying her up.
Have me stand over by her.
I'm going to go around and start gathering all the people and getting them towards the door.
Yes, let us
And
see
I'm
what
going
we
to
can
tell
do
them
by
I'm
getting the
very
rest out.
sorry, but your companion is infected. For your safety, please move to the door.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm gonna do this now.
I will do what I can to help them.
You want to go do it?
19.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
help him go around the
I
room.
want to look through the book and see if there's any way that they found to disengage the others. Just kind of flipping.
You've studied that book back and forth, and you've never come across any way that once something or someone is infected to safely remove that element through any kind of surgical means or any
Only the
magical
doctor
means.
knew. The doctor is dead.
We don't even know if he knew.
Yeah,
I
we
got
can
I got a
actually-
19 on my persuasion also.
19
Oh, no,
persuasion.
me and you would assume that
And
he
so
knew because
this guy looks at you and he looks over to the other
He
cat
was still experimenting.
and
I feel like cooler.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll take him over here in the corner. And if anything happens, I'll kill him myself.
Well,
The
listen,
one
that
will
should be
jump out
fair
and
enough.
I
attack you.
understand that.
I don't
But
want
I also,
anybody near
if the
them.
thing busts out, I want you to run.
Fast.
Okay?
Don't allow it to touch you.
If it has a familiar
Sir,
magic,
you
user,
haven't
it's probably
slept
just
the last few days, have you?
Yes, don't do
I'm
your best
fine.
to not allow it
He
to
looks down
touch
at
you.
you. I'm fine.
Okay. Do not let it touch you.
Right. Do not let it touch you.
No.
What type of magic user are you?
You come over and ask him this?
So that's not me.
That's not you. You're,
She's half painted.
that's you. Give me an intelligence check.
And then I'm gonna go over to the lady in the blue that I was originally talking to, and the guy by the wolf. I'm gonna go, lady.
Hold that thought. So, you rolled a 19. What exactly did you say to this guy?
I told him basically the same thing. Your
Okay,
your companion, your familiar is infected. It's the same thing is going to happen like with the cat from the table. This worm thing is going to burst out of him. We need to contain your animal as best we can.
And he looks at you, and he looks back over at that cat and he says, well, what would you suggest? And he steps up between you and this animal.
That won't contain it, that will cause more of it faster.
Or what, him standing in front of it?
Yeah. Well, he's asking, what would you have me do?
Well, the best I can have you do is, I understand you probably don't want to leave your familiar, do you? There we go. If this thing bursts out of it, we need you to not get touched by it.
Right.
So I need you to run as soon as it comes out.
He looks at you. Will do.
And maybe if you can keep your familiar away from the other people.
Is that get rid of anybody who doesn't have any familiars in here would be a good option, I think.
That probably would work, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best first step.
I mean, the people with familiars are not going to leave them like that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be like getting Greg to
Anybody
leave his
else,
cloak.
get them the hell out. Get rid of as many targets as we can.
And he looks at you and he says, understood. No one will get next to my cat.
Thank you.
And he turns. That's his kitty. You walk up to this blue lady and go, and do what now?
I'm gonna tell her I'm sorry. I know you're trying to help, but you need to go towards the door with everybody else.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Natural 20 plus 2.
And she walks over to this guy and says, I'm sorry. Whispers something and she walks towards the door.
I'm gonna approach that guy and be like, I'm sorry. You probably have already come to the conclusion that your wolf is infected. And what I will need you to do is not let it touch you if it bursts out, okay? Because then you will become infected. And that's not good.
Situation.
Roll me a persuasion.
And not natural 20.
And this person just nods.
Okay.
Acknowledgement.
Alright. And then I'm gonna go to the guy that was standing by the lady and I'm gonna tell him he needs to,
This guy over here?
yeah, go to the door as well.
Persuasion.
You gotta roll a 1 eventually.
So,
Eventually. But that ain't gonna be today.
That ain't gonna be that roll.
It's a 17.
A 17. He realizes that's probably the best thing to do and he moves over here. She's cat. Anybody else? What are you gonna?
so I rolled a 17 for mine.
And you were trying to get him to do what?
I was asking him.
Oh, you rolled
what
a
type.
17 intelligence check, and you can see by looking at him that this is a low-level druid.
So they would have no feeling. What about the dwarf dude?
The dwarf, roll.
Well, I guess he's not going to be a magic user.
No. He's dressed like a fighter.
Okay, and the other? I'm just kind of trying to get a sense of what type of magic users we have so that I know what we have at our disposal.
This could be a low-level mage. It looks like.
Okay, does anybody have any form of spell that can keep the animals
Sounds like
from
in the
moving?
air tonight.
The contain and
Just keep them from moving, from being able to go anywhere. Or to block anything into them that is already in there. Any kind of barrier spells.
Nobody seems to have anything like what you're thinking.
So I'm over
Just
by the
prepare
wall
yourselves.
because I'm thinking that's the sickest animal. That's probably gonna happen first.
I'm gonna pull my swords out and just be ready.
I'm just gonna kind of
Tell Elazar gets here.
until we see who. Stay over here, kind of with these guys, and kind of protect them, and kind of also watch them for any signs.
You're done digging around in the cat?
There was something there.
Okay.
Well, that you found because your
Yeah, I
roll was
just
garbage.
It wasn't garbage. It just wasn't.
It was garbo.
It was not a 1.
It was garbo. A 9.
a one.
Decent.
It
Okay.
wasn't a one.
You guys are sitting and waiting 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I'm gonna keep checking.
Has
the book, too.
Elazar come back yet?
Out,
Because
well,
we did send somebody after him.
you
didn't
did. And 30 minutes goes by, 40 minutes goes
We
by.
heard nothing from him.
And eventually you see these 3 Aarakocra come by, and a bunch of guards are with them, right? And they have 7 individuals. I'm gonna say 7 individuals.
He still
You know, you have more stuff over here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I know, but
Get rid of the birds.
7
He
individuals.
just undid all the work we did.
Oh well, it's standing up.
Well, it was when we were done with it.
Leave me alone. So
Probably not.
they've got 7 individuals, and he says to the room, and these 7 individuals are pushed. Their hands are tied. They're in shackles, and they're bald. They're hairless.
They're infected.
Fun.
He pushes them in the room, and he says in a loud voice, "Step forward, one at a time."
Where did the infections come from?
I'll slowly walk
So
up
the
to
infected is trying to protect the
him. Swords are
infected
still drawn.
Okay.
from
you walk
us
up to this
killing.
Aarakocra with your swords drawn.
Well, just
So
like,
they're all
not
infected.
in a threatening stance, but they're still
think
drawn in
so.
case I need them.
I don't. This is confusing for me.
He looks at you, and you see this flash in his eyes, and he says, "Please step outside."
Okay, I walk
And
up.
I'm just gonna keep my swords out, just in case we do.
You see this flash in his eyes, and he looks at you.
I'm definitely watching this one. Obviously,
You can stand over here. He sets you over here, and he snaps his fingers, and one of the Aarakocra comes and stands next to you, right next to you.
Are they outside?
Yeah, they're outside.
I'm gonna just watch.
Okay. Anybody who wants to survive the next 15 minutes and is not infected, they have to step outside. And he waits.
So how many did he send into the room?
7.
I'm assuming the people I sent by the door would be lining up too.
Yeah, they line up, and he
Oh, I thought
flashes.
they went out.
Yeah, he sent one guy out, and the other one that was standing by the door gets out. She gets up, she gets out, this guy gets out. These guys,
Justin, are you headed that way?
I'm looking to see what you are doing.
I am near the door.
Yeah, but I'm
So
watching
it's
you. I'm not
protecting them.
moving until I know what you're doing.
You're gonna get stuff.
I'm not ready to pull my
What
sword
are
out.
these
and put it
guys
to the-
doing? Because I know they're not infected.
they don't seem to be moving.
They're going to be on our side in this fight.
Do we need to aid them?
This is going to be a blown out battle here in a second.
They and take note. They just brought 7 more people into the room.
That are infected.
Yeah, they're infected.
So
I'm going to try one last time to holler at them. I'm sorry about your
These are allies.
these. I'm sorry, these. You're familiars. But I do strongly recommend that you leave the room. And I will be summoning Justin and Abiel. I recommend we leave.
I'm outside already.
Yeah, I know.
So am I.
Do you guys have any like big, powerful, exploding fireball type spells?
Nope.
I'm gonna poke
sort of.
my head back in the room and go, "Hurry up! Come on!"
I have Witch
follow.
Bolt
And he.
and Eldritch Blast.
Are you gonna stay inside, or what are you doing?
I'm following
I was
her.
waiting for him and Abiel.
And you see him
Like,
step outside.
We need to leave.
Yeah.
We're
just saw
surrendering
them.
our location.
No, they just saw them bring in more people, so now
Because
it's
they
way
just
too
brought
many.
7 more infected.
We're
in.
outnumbered and outgunned.
So now there are 8 people who are infected plus the 3 animals.
And
alright.
the animals have
I
bigger
wanted to
ones, so-
smash a worm.
Is this the only? Is that door the only door?
You're not any fun.
It
Oh, we're
is.
not going to go far.
All right, head out the door.
So if there's anything left, we'll be here to help
And
pick up the
as you
pieces.
as you guys you start heading to the door, you see a rim of bright light appear around the opening of the door, and you see the doorway begin to shrink.
Head out the door.
There's still 3 more people.
Give me up.
Run.
Okay.
Okay. You come running up to this guy. He looks at you both. His eyes flash. He nods. You're able to get out.
And me.
And you watch as the opening to this bubble begins to shrink. It's like the glass around the edge of it is heated, and it's pulled together until it seals itself off. And you watch as this bubble, this raised bubble, begins to shrink and get redder and redder and redder, and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks, until it just comes down to a little plinth and a little ball of red hot molten glass. And it just sits there and cools. And this,
Oh, I did grab my book on the way out too. Well, no, I guess I wasn't using it because I've used it enough. I'm familiar now.
Yeah.
he says, "I'm sorry. It was necessary."
Well, that ain't no problem.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why I
it.
sent for you guys.
No, I was.
So is
I
these
had
other
options.
possessed ones still standing there? Or did they go in?
They're in. They were in here.
Okay, so
They escorted them all into the room,
And
and
then-
then they shrunk and melted.
I was wondering if they were trying to protect them or protect us, and I wasn't sure yet.
So I'm like,
Honestly,
alright,
do
I
we
guess
know how
that'll
the
work.
infected got here?
Well, I mean, the fact that he said, "Hey, if you don't leave, you're gonna die," means that he's probably on our side.
Alizar.
That's not.
That's not us.
It's not Alizar. Oh, well, the one that was casting the spell, I want to approach him and ask him.
Okay. What are you gonna ask him?
Do we know how the infected got in to the platform?
We do not. As yet. This is a new development. It only happened within the last 30 to 40 minutes. I believe Elazar is debating on whether or not to abandon the platform. If you have anything you want, I suggest you find it and get off as quickly as you can.
What portal are we near?
We don't have anything of value.
Well, no, we're not leaving.
We're not
I
leaving
like it, my
until
cloak.
Tan has his cloak. He will kill the
I
whole
will
party.
not. I will have everybody die for this cloak.
Oh my god. Just go get
You
it.
can go die for it. I'm not willing to.
Oh,
die
you
for it.
will.
You just go
I'll cut
get
your
it.
ankles.
Go get it. What is with you and the Achilles tendons?
Because it's a
Short,
good
it's
way
what
to
you
make
reach.
people stop walking.
Oh my god.
And he's short and can reach them.
Every time you say that, it makes my right tendon hurt. Because that's the one that's messed up.
Okay, so yeah, you guys come out of that. All right.
Let's go gather our stuff. Let's
No,
go
we're
see
gonna go
about-
talk to Elazar
So what
first.
time of day is it?
We started about 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna say
Well, it was 7.
7 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna say it's about 1 o'clock.
So it was,
We're gonna go talk to Elazar first. We're not gonna leave just because
That's
you
what I'm
want to.
saying. No. I'm just wondering what portal is closest.
We can
so
stay
that-
until the
so
alarm's
we
off.
have an idea of how to prepare.
I'm pretty sure
Because
it'll tell us.
if they decide to evacuate the platform, do you really think you're going to get to
self-destruct
stay
has
here?
been initiated.
Yeah.
You
Just let whoever stay if they
Nice
want.
check.
Trust
can
these
have
The
others.
person
I
that's
don't
cleaning your
want.
cloak isn't going to be cleaning
Have a
it
nice day.
anymore. They're just going
That's
to
why we're
stop
going
what
to
they're
talk to
doing.
Elazar first.
I'm not saying we're leaving
we
immediately.
don't even know
I'm
where
just wondering
Elazar
what
is.
we're near.
Pretty sure the Eric Coker does.
Don't mean they're gonna tell us.
I'm gonna look at the Eric Coker and go, do you know, happen to know where Elazar is? We need to speak with him.
Yes, I believe he's in
Is
the
it still storming?
gathering room where you first met him.
Okay.
Is the storm still happening?
Aren't you glad I suggested we
Roll me.
explore this bubble?
You would look around and you would see.
I mean, that would have happened. We just wouldn't have witnessed it.
That there are places in which the meteorites or something heavy has hit the platform and put holes through it.
Oh.
The sky is clear. That's what you notice as you're walking out of this place. You would see people. They're no longer just sitting around convalescing. A lot of them are heading over to the portal room. A lot of them are heading over to Elazar's place. A lot of them are heading into this building. Yeah.
We're headed over to Elazar.
Are we in view of any cities or towns that we can see from the platform?
In this place right here, you wouldn't be able to see over the edge to look out.
We got down one of the holes.
You want to look at down one of the holes?
Sure.
Give me an investigation check.
I want to just casually follow the party back a little ways just in case they need me.
18.
There you are. 18. You look down and you see just a patch of wet earth. It's probably 300 feet below you. You don't see any trees, you don't see rocks. Just like you're moving over a mud plain.
Maybe we should wait a little bit before we get off this thing.
Apparently it's
We're going
break
to
time.
Elazar.
So apparently it's break time because everyone's wandered off.
Yeah.
Okay, great
Yeah.
time.
How much XP did we get for killing that thing?
You killing that one thing?
Yeah.
I didn't even get a turn.
I didn't
I
even-
know.
You got 5 XP.
Except for playing with Justin's hair.
You dropped it.
You're gonna have a hard time with
Hey.
that.
There's not
There
even a
is.
dog in here to clean it up. Justin, you need
Thank
to
you.
clean up, dog.
That's enough.
There was a hole.
I've filled myself to the brim. Thank you. I get more fancy bowls so we can get the bag off the table.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah, what do you guys decided to do? You've got people.
He is definitely intent on talking to Elazar.
Okay.
I say we do it to the guy that Greg's talking about.
He wants to do it to that guy.
Okay. So you're gonna go back to the Aarakocra building.
Check out the other building we haven't seen. See what kind of mayhem we can cause there.
You could. If you want. Yeah, so table. You come in and the place is basically deserted. You see a box on the table right here.
It better say Can's Kit Cloak on it.
It probably does. I'm gonna go look at it.
Okay.
Do not touch. Smell is worse.
Actually, you see that box, you see another little box, and another little box.
Which one's smelly?
You come running up. It's a velvet covered box, purple velvet covered box, 2 latches without locks. That's what you see, the big box in the middle of the table.
I'm gonna open it and see what's in.
Can you see the top?
I'm gonna go open one of the other ones. Okay, I'm gonna go look at one of the other ones.
chair. Shut up.
Hey, walk up and see if names are on them.
Okay, so which one are you going to come up to?
The one on this side, closest to me.
I'll walk the one on the other side.
Okay, so you're going to open your box, open that box. You flip it open, and give me a perception check. Roll high. Roll really high.
Just because he said that.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
That's gonna be your one.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
18 plus 2.
You flip open the box, and the box appears empty.
Stick your hand in it.
Can I walk up to the other side?
And you reach into it, and you feel cloth.
I'm gonna pull it out.
You pull it out, and you feel the weight of a cloth, feels like a heavy towel.
I'm gonna put it on and see. Does it feel around? Does it have a hood?
Yeah. Give me an investigation, a perception check.
Is it dark in there?
No, you've got an ambient light.
16 plus 2. 18.
Yeah, you feel around, and it feels like a cloak. You get it situated.
I'm gonna flip it.
It's slimming on you.
Flip it up,
Look
Does
at all
it
that
disappear?
weight loss going on.
and everywhere the cloak touches you disappears. All anyone can see of you is the parts the cloak doesn't.
He's got his
I'm gonna pull the cloak
junk
nice and
hanging out
tight.
in the middle.
Okay. What you guys see when this happens is a pair of little gnome feet on the ground.
Did it shrink?
It has a different effect, so it cloaks, but it doesn't cloak him.
It doesn't cloak him all the way, because it's not all the way fixed. But it works. You're invisible, for the most part. You roll an investigation check.
Did hear I
Well,
jump?
first of all, what are you going to do with this box when you walk up to it?
Well, first I'm gonna look at it.
What?
See, is there a name on it or?
Okay, just looking at it, you don't see a name. You don't see any. What you do see is 3 small locks with a bar running between them, and that's what
Oh.
you see.
It looks like it's locked.
That's the necromancer box. Do not fucking touch.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah.
You're not going to touch it?
If it's wet and it's not yours.
I mean, you can touch it, but don't open it. If it's still
Just
locked.
we already had experience with that box.
Well, you
That one.
had it. You haven't opened it or inspected it much at all, other than the locks.
Based off of what you described, it's the box I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
And we
it's-
But you didn't really do much with. I mean, you knew
Well,
you
we
might have
would've
saw
shown
it,
it to
but you
him.
wouldn't have got as close to
I'll
it as these did.
glance over and see it and just tell him that's the necromancer box.
I was saying I'm gonna kind of recognize it as the box that they took from us,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna touch it.
Would I recognize it from where I'm at?
Oh, you definitely would. From no,
Then
not from where you're at.
Not from over here?
If you came up a little bit closer, got a good look at it, you would see.
You did hear I'm on the other side of the other box, right?
You're at the other box.
Yeah.
Okay. You see an ivory that looks like the box was made out of a piece of ivory, and it's got scrimshot in it, different stick figure decorations on it, and it's got a latch. There's no lock.
I glance at her, give her my mischievous grin. Click.
And you see a looks like a white stone, a white sphere, sitting in the box.
I'll go over and look.
Okay. Yeah, you see a sphere about that big,
Does it
sitting
fit?
in this box.
Will it fit in her staff?
Oh, you can try.
Let's try.
That's what it registers to me, unless
Yeah.
anybody else has any other thoughts.
You're gonna look to see if it might be something else.
What time of day did you say it was?
It was about 1 o'clock.
Do I cast detect magic and see what happens?
Just grab it. We'll cast it later.
Do I have the spell slot left afterwards?
Or just before we go to bed, when we
Yeah.
get a full rest.
Okay, I would say take it in the box.
Okay, close that box. The
Grab
black
the
box,
box,
both
too.
fixed into my
Yeah,
bag.
I'll
You're taking
grab.
both boxes.
Yeah, both empty
Yeah, I'm gonna
boxes.
grab the necromancy box, but I'm not gonna open it.
As he's putting on his cloak and doing all his testing on that and looking at them, I'm like,
Okay, so you've got the white box.
Well,
He's
he-
got the black. Other
Yeah,
box.
he has the necromancer box.
I've got the box that his cloak was in and
My,
the box
box
on
that
top.
my cloak was in was big.
Yeah. Well, it was about like this.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
that doesn't
big
mean
box.
you can't
No,
put
no,
it
I
in.
don't want the mop box.
It's,
was it made
it's
out
a
of?
really nice box. It's purple velvet on the outside, red velvet on the inside.
We might be able to sell
It's
it
too
later.
big.
Stick it in the bag of holding.
It won't fit
that's
in the
true.
mouth. Will it fit in the mouth of the
I'll
bag of
open
holding?
it. I'll open the bag and see if it'll fit.
Yeah, it just barely. You can squeeze it.
Oh, I'm gonna come on, get close to make this fit.
Should I put it all
We'll
in
work
the party loot?
together to get the box in the bag.
As you can see, I'm keeping watch, and I'm like, hurry up.
Bye bye.
Shall I put it all in the party loot?
Yes. So fancy box.
Yes.
You can lock it later, make it look like it's got fancy stuff in, and trade it.
There.
I don't know what's
I
inside
don't
of
know.
it, but I'm sure it's something magical. I didn't want to mess with it, but you want to take a chance at it.
Necromancer box bag.
An ivory box with an orb. A white orb.
An ivory box with white orb.
This is the best one.
And a purple velvet box with a red
Magic
velvet
item
interior.
shop.
Okay, so purple velvet with red interior.
Mhm. And now I guess we can go to the portal for the wisdom. Might as well get out of here. Since ain't nobody here.
We still got one more little bubble thing to go in and see what kind of
Yeah,
trouble we
so
can
we-
cause.
We got 2 more bubble thingies we can check on.
No.
No,
There's
I
only
think it's
one.
just one.
There was two and we went into one.
Because he said we went into the middle one.
No, we went into the far
No,
outer one,
I
and
was
that was the
teasing him.
bar.
Oh.
He wanted to go into the middle and I was like, yeah, the middle of two.
Gotcha.
The
That's
middle
what I
of the three, because the one was the bar.
So there was 3.
There was
Well,
three,
yeah,
but we'd
but
been in
the
one.
the one we'd already been in, we knew what it was.
Go.
We're gonna go for it.
Greatest of all time.
We're gonna go portal.
Yeah.
Now that you got your
Because-
cloak,
We could be trapped here if we go into that other bubble.
The portal goes to the wisdom.
But there's another bubble.
We don't know where
it
we're going to.
I wonder if I should call my horsey first. I think
No.
he'd go through the
No.
portal.
We can call him after.
Because there's
we
going to
get
be a
go
buttload
after
of people there
I don't know
at
his
the portal.
range though.
there. Well, you just call him up on this portal from somewhere far away. So
True, this is true.
if it's in here, you go into the portal.
Like 10 miles away is different than however far that is though. Maybe.
I think it's
I think
You'll be
you'll be
fine.
fine. Might take an extra 15 minutes for him to get to you.
yeah, it's just that he might not be that great.
I still think he's going to though. You go poof, you're in. Poof, you're in.
What do you
look
want?
at me now. Look at me now.
Alright, to the portal.
Wait.
What do you need? What do you want?
Alright, so you guys are gonna go to the portal.
She's
So you walk out of this room and you see a few stragglers headed over to the portal room, and everybody give me a perception check.
18.
Perception. 19.
19.
I'm so distracted.
Oh, nat 20.
Because all you see is little feet.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. What'd you get, Dustin?
I haven't rolled one of them in a while.
9.
Last one you
Apparently I
roll
don't
for a
know
while.
now.
Okay, so
Those are still.
as you guys are
Guys.
leaving and you're turning to go over to the portal bubble, you catch out of the corner of your eye a puff of feathers and a guy with a broom going into the one building you haven't been in yet.
Oh, we need to go. We need to go this way.
That would be Alazar.
On we go.
I'll tell
I
you when
guess
to
we'll
stop.
follow.
I'm like,
I'm going this way. I'll tell you why as we go.
Okay.
Sister.
And I'm gonna pull the
I've always
front
done this
of the
way, you know
cloak
this.
I know.
just enough that you only see just this underneath it.
Yeah, you
so you're holding it over your
You
mouth.
and Justin
and
would
the-
know
I
always
just
been
I'm
this
gonna
way.
pull it and I'm gonna like stick like
Are you
a pin
kind
or
of
something through it.
Elgar?
That needs with a string pulled you. Like a,
Yeah, you guys see.
oh my god, you killed Kenny!
You see the top of his head floating about 2.5 feet over a pair of feet as you're going along.
Is it the top of his head or just this much of his face?
Well, however much he exposed.
It's just this much of my face.
Yeah, that's what you see.
So if you're
So how
behind
does it
me,
look
you
like
see nothing but feet.
Question, do you
I wanna
does
put a
it
hat
still
on him.
stink?
On the outside of the
I don't think it does. He didn't say it.
Or
Give
does it
it-
not work right?
Give me a
A smell check?
Perception.
perception check.
So I seen you
Does he
struggling
hear
with
it?
the word.
17.
Let's
Two.
roll up your nose. Did you roll a one?
What'd you get?
Or is that a 7? I can't see. Maybe
That's
that's,
That's a
a 7. Okay, 8 then.
You know what you said the hat?
You don't
hands
smell
and feet
anything.
floating
You-
around?
You
I don't
have
know.
the slightest hint of smelly feet.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
So his
Better
normal
dead
smell.
body.
Yeah.
Worse
better
than
than
dead
dead
body,
body.
remember?
It was
It's
like
better
even
than
worse
dead
than dead
bodies.
body.
It's better than it was.
It's the slightest hint of it. It's not.
Done.
Listen
What
to
type of
words he
music would
says.
fit the next dome?
Dark
This
and
would
dreary.
probably be fine.
Okay. I'll change it if I can figure out better.
Okay, so you guys all come pell-mell into this next dome. Is that what we're doing?
Charging in head first.
Come charging in head first.
Strutting like we own the place.
No,
Actually, right now we kind of do.
Or do we want to sneak in? See what happens.
How do you
That-
We all can sneak
What
some
you
in.
and your smart idea stuff? What's up with that?
I'm not all of us
Perhaps
can
we'll learn
sneak
more.
that well, okay?
I can.
I could try.
Yeah, that's the best, is we can
I
try.
don't know if mine's any better since I changed armor. The jingly.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, you
Uh,
actually roll with
Plate.
disadvantage now.
Yeah,
Plate now.
Spiky plate now.
plate mail instead of chain mail.
Yeah, it's got a little bit, would have a little more padding so it won't jingle quite as much.
It's still just.
Two
But
rolls
it's still
with
gonna jingle.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Clank, clank, clank. Okay. You guys come in
I
and
was like sneaking, peeking my head in the wall,
you
at
peek
the
in
door.
and you see your back. So these guys have your back to them. These people are all lined up against the wall, and you see them making motions with their hands from where you're at.
Forming
They're
portals.
casting spells.
Forming portals.
I'm casting some kind of spell.
I'm gonna go up
Do
by
I-
Elazar and are they casting portals?
And he goes, he looks down and, oh, we didn't quite get it all the way done, did we?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Sorry. No, and he points over there, they're mirrors. They, allow you to look at different planes. We need to evacuate the platform. The storm has done enough damage to us. We won't have to leave. We're just gathering these mirrors. They're too precious to leave behind. And you see them taking them off the wall, putting them in boxes. Right? And, Stygian did leave something for you.
Stygian?
Not
Or
Stygian. Slitch left something for you. Please, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And you see his little
I may as well
companion.
go in now.
His companion turns to him and says, whispers something to him, and he goes, oh, that's right. Which one of you has that bag I gave you?
Oh, me.
May I?
Yeah.
And he opens it up, reaches in, and he pulls out this tube, looks like a rolled up carpet. Yeah. Oh.
Flying carpet.
Pulls
Mine.
pulls out another one. I think those are the ones. And he sets the bag down. And he
Tom grabs the bag.
he rolls them out, and you see these two carpets. They're about 10 feet long, 8 feet wide. Now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. How much do you weigh? Do you think total?
Never ask a woman that.
She probably weighs 200.
200 pounds?
Are we
And
doing-
you probably weigh what, a buck?
Is it pounds in this world or like stone?
Oh no, me, I don't know.
Probably less. Probably 80.
Yeah, probably like 80.
Way too many
Do you weigh 10 stone?
pounds. She might with her armor.
So put me and the two girls on one and you two boys on the other. We should be okay.
I don't want to be stuck with that.
I don't want to be stuck with that.
See, knows I'll cut her.
Why don't you get the girls separated? Oh, each put a girl on each carpet.
And
If you and I are
She
separated,
has the
you
most
can use
armor.
the ambulance.
These guys
plan,
file
because you
out.
and I need to be separated
Okay.
in case
So-
we get split up.
He's pretty light.
She has the armor.
So
I
you
thought
two
I was
together,
Yeah.
you two together, and
Because he's not wearing armor. She's wearing very little armor.
so the three of us will get on one carpet and those two can get on the other.
And
And that way, if we're split, at least you can use the ambulance
he,
behind you.
as he's leaving, he says, the command word is Beazle Snitch? Beazle Snitch. You probably want to write that down.
Beetlejuice?
Beazle Snitch.
Say it 10 times to summon
I'm
someone.
gonna write
There's
fleeing
been a lot of
carpets instead of
commercials,
flying carpets.
Beetle Max.
Diesel snake.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. And as Burn goes, he's gone. It's left, you guys are left in this room. You look around, there's these tables, there's these place where these mirrors were hung, and you've got these two carpets, one red, the other blue.
Do we want the red one or the blue one?
Red one.
Can I see the bag for a second? I got a thought.
What?
Just trust me. I want to take the bag, stick my hand in, and think of a sword, and reach in and see if I can grab
You
a
just go
sword.
with me.
Just a generic sword.
I just want to stick my hand and think sword as I'm reaching in, like I'm reaching for a sword, just instinctively.
You don't find
That's weird. How about bow?
any. No.
All right, didn't work.
Make sure you have to put it in before you can pull it out.
Most
Well,
likely,
Oh,
but I
first.
figured it was worth trying.
Are you sure about that?
Never mind.
Sure that's how it works?
Well, I mean, the way, as I understand, the bag of holdings works is that if you know
No.
it,
No. In the good.
what?
No, her mind went in the gutter.
Oh,
No,
Well,
his
I
did.
said that,
You have
and
to
then I
put it in
realized
before
what
you
I
pull it
said.
out.
he's just naturally full of double entendres.
I am.
She's just digging deep tonight.
Okay, yeah. So you've got these two carpets in front of you.
Alright,
Get on the red and see what it do.
You have to know what it is you're reaching for, so it was a very long shot.
So
Okay.
where do we want to go? The wisdom?
200 gold. 200
Or do we
gold.
want to go to the village outside the
You can always
wisdom?
just turn inside out.
Well, it should probably land
We'll do
outside
that
the
when we do
wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, who's getting on what carpet?
3 guys get on the red.
Those
2
three
girls
are getting
get
on the red. Justin and I are getting on the
Okay.
blue.
So who's going to get on the red carpet?
The magic user Bag of holding. Shoot.
Are
We'll
we
use
all
that to
gonna
throw
fit?
that.
Are
We'll
we
use it
all
as a
gonna
trap
fit?
later. On the
Are
door.
we all gonna fit on one?
Yeah.
It's an 800-pound max.
That means
Five
Say
of us.
your character weighs what? Maybe 120, 100.
We probably want 35-ish.
Okay. Hers probably the same
She's
armor.
got full armor.
How
So
how
she
heavy
probably
is the
weighs
full
close
armor?
to 200.
Let's
I'm not
go.
sure what full armor would be. It's
Yeah.
probably going to
So
be at
plate
least.
mail you have to have
I'll
at
look it up in
least,
a half a second
16
for you.
or 17 just to wear it. For your strength.
I'm gonna guess
Well,
it's
yeah,
at least
but-
50 pounds.
Probably at least.
It's
Plate
not.
plate
It's
is
not
heavy.
extremely. So 180, about 180, about
Probably about 180.
probably about 180. So yeah, we're
No,
nowhere
I'm
near.
probably
We're
about
like
150.
5. We're at like 5.
All right. What race are you?
I'm a deep gnome.
So a gnome.
He probably weighs like what,
Probably
40
80
pounds?
I need some eyeballs. so I can
80.
read the small
I
print.
would probably think maybe.
Alrighty. Gnomes. Base weight's 35 and can be up to 8 pounds more, so 35 to 40 pounds.
Okay, well then I'm like
Even
40
less.
pounds.
Mhm.
I was totally right.
And you guys are humans?
Yes.
Yes.
All
And you're-
three of us.
The human.
So you're all humans. So you're all in the 110 to. So you're 150 according to this? Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, so if we
And I'm a
figure
half
odds,
elf,
150.
so my base weight's about 110, so about the same.
Well,
Now we gotta go to equipment.
350 and then 40.
Okay, I figured each of us 150, the max kind of, and that puts us at 640.
Plate mail is
You
65 pounds.
Okay, so plus 65. Plate mail, so that puts us at 705.
it
And then our
depends on
gear
what
and
weight.
stuff like that.
Well, it
So
depends on what
we're
weight.
close. We're pushing it.
Well, I put us in as
Well, the
max
bag
weight.
of holding also
Mhm.
reduces weight, so.
I
you
put
should
us in
in.
at max weight to accommodate.
Not
equipment.
taking off.
Raina, we could do it the scientific way.
You
Just
can-
all get on the carpet, see if it carries
Put
us.
all, like all the gear, like all of our normal gear. Put all the
Okay.
normal gear inside here, and then that reduces weight.
Yeah, because the bag of holding distinguishes weight.
I mean, my heaviest crap is my weapons and my armor, so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kinda where I'm at.
Okay.
We're probably close, but probably still underneath. But it'll be like, oh,
Alright, you get on last.
No.
Yes.
No.
We don't need to
I'm gonna
stab
just
in this
step
carpet.
onto it.
No, you get on last.
Okay, who's going to be the first one on the carpet?
Me.
You step under the carpet.
if it wraps up around me, I know it just doesn't
I'm
like
gonna
you.
go Beazle Snitch to see if it floats.
Comes off the ground.
Okay, and then Beazle Snitch put it back down.
Everybody on the carpet.
Alright.
I get the back.
Do we each have to say it, or is he already activated?
Now you
No, I just
deactivate it.
deactivated it so you can get on.
Okay, so you're all on the carpet.
Okay, Beazle Snitch and off we go.
Okay, good.
How do we make it move though?
Yeah.
So do we want to
Use
go
your
to
mind
the small
power.
village
I'm
outside
gonna
of
think
the wizard?
about moving forward.
The village to. I'm going to think of the little village near the wizard.
I'm gonna think about moving forward.
Oh no. Two people.
The carpet moves forward.
Okay, and then I'm gonna think of my home village just outside of the Weezy.
Well, don't we want to use the portal to get off this platform anyway?
I mean, we could.
Oh, I thought we couldn't.
We'll hover over by the portals and see if there's people there. If there's not, then
You hover over
Because we want
there.
to make a scene.
There's a few people left, a
That's what I
few
was
of
trying to
the
discuss
taller
this
blue
before,
people.
nobody else seemed
Um,
there.
you see them going in,
okay.
but pretty much you look around,
Thought I missed
everything
something.
looks in.
I'm gonna call to them. Hey, is the portal or the portal still open?
It can get you to the ground,
Okay,
but
good
not
enough.
much farther.
Where are we at though? What are we over?
If you want to
Mud.
go over to the edge, you can look off.
Nah, we'll just take the portal.
Gonna let it drop us on the ground.
Maybe it'll put us near the pickles lady. I don't know.
No, it won't.
We don't know where we're at.
We're not going back by
We're near
pickles.
meteors. We don't know where we're
We're
at.
not going back by pickles.
I'm going there if we get the opportunity.
Where you're not.
Or I'll just take out your Achilles.
If you can.
That deserves an XP.
Give yourself one point.
You'd have to bend down pretty far to get that accomplished.
But I can see them. Even if
Um,
you're being slow.
No, because I'm sitting down.
Even
So
if
you
you're
can't.
in your, well, anytime you stand up, I'll know where your Achilles are.
Yeah,
So
this is true.
you'll know where my feet are.
And where do you think the Achilles is? Ooh,
Just
right on your
above.
feet.
But you have to be able to hit it.
God, you sure it's you two that are married?
It's not that hard to hit.
Not these
It
two.
is actually. With her rolling, yeah, it is.
Right on the back of your foot, on her ankle.
Take your
Just
chances.
because my dice aren't loaded.
I mean, I told you I could fix that for you.
All
But I
right.
want to be honest.
So yeah, you guys want to go to the portal?
That way, if the carpet gives out mid-flight,
Yeah.
we don't have so far to fall.
Okay. So you guys fly over to the portal. You're gonna get off the carpet to go through the portal.
I mean, I think we kind of have
Yeah.
to.
No.
Yeah.
How big
Put
is
it
the
in our
portal?
pack. Put it in the. Now you're holding for when I go.
The portal
Couldn't we
is.
just like went in with the
Oh,
carpet,
roll
or
the
is
carpet
it too
up.
small?
Got it.
And me and Justin will put it in my bag.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a man-sized portal. And you have a couple of these Aarakocra, these tall blonde people waiting, and you can see that there's been people come through here. They've left debris, wrappers, papers, just kind of kicking around, and you go through the portal.
Like, there's a garbage can.
Well, I'm
right
gonna
there.
ask him, hey, the portal's gonna put us down to the ground.
Yeah, it's about 300 feet. It'll drop you off.
It'll drop us 300
We
feet.
can put you
Sorry.
anywhere within a half mile
Right next
of
to the shopping cart. Okay.
the platform.
Closer to the nearest town or that forest, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking the
Closest
town.
to the forest.
As
I would
close to
say.
the Wizen as you
Yeah.
would you want to go?
'Cause
Or
there's
the
a
town
right
closer
here.
to the Wisnik is where we want to get as close.
Well, have them just put us in that general direction as close as possible.
Yep. So we're in that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have to pee before we go?
I want to pee while I'm going through the portal.
That's the mom talking right
You
there.
want to get into the portal P. Okay.
It's gonna be a
Halfway
bus
through the
ride.
portal. I gotta
Into the
pee.
portal.
Are we there yet?
Can I pee into the portal? Longest whiz I ever took.
You
You don't have to come out of some other portal and hit somebody right in the face.
Pee off the edge and then jump in the portal, but I wait for it to come down.
You.
Definition. So far.
Alright, I'm not gonna comment on that because things. YouTube.
okay? So you guys end up on the ground in the middle of a
Yeah.
grassy field. What did I do with the blue one? In a grassy field, you're surrounded in hilly terrain, grassy field. You recognize this as you're probably 10 miles from Ebeth. You've been here before, but it's not someplace you spend a lot of time. It's basically pasture land. You know it.
Between
Hello.
Ebeth and the Wizen?
Yeah, well, it's about right here.
Okay.
You're about 10 miles from Ebeth.
Alright.
Pull out
Carpet time?
carpet, and we're gonna check the carpet before we roll it out.
Make-
Roll a little bit, make sure it's the blue,
Blue
one.
one?
I
It should be
whistle.
blue on both sides though, right?
I'm gonna whistle for my horse. I don't want to ride the
Medieval
carpet.
carpets weren't
Okay.
bottom weed.
You hear thundering from the other side of the hill. And you see your horse come
Damn, he's fast.
Oh
rumbling.
yeah, now it's one less person on the carpet.
Yeah. You see him come rumbling up to you, and he normally when he does this, he comes up to you and it's his tradition to just bump you in your chest. But this time he doesn't do that. He comes running up to you and just kind of looks at you.
Yeah, I have the spiky armor.
He snorts at you and starts pawing the ground.
Take your helmet off.
Yeah, I take my helmet off and I'm like, hi!
And he puts his nose up in your face, gives you a sniff, and snorts.
I think I still have a couple carrots left. Let me check.
Boogers.
I got a cookie.
They're kind of shriveled, but here you
I
go.
want to come and feed him a cookie.
And he sniffs at your carrots and starts prancing around, and he looks over at you and sniffs and stomps the ground and kind of jumps at you.
That's all I got.
You want to go for a ride?
And he rears up like he's not happy.
Oh, come on, buddy. I'm sorry. It took me so long. It's this guy's fault. Can I get up on your back? Let's go for a ride. Come on.
Give me a dexterity
Get on
check.
the carpet, raise it up, see eye level to him.
Oh no, I left my horse.
Hey, if we get the carpet
Yeah,
just at
come on.
rise level and you stand on it, you're the same height as the rest of us.
You grab hold of his mane like you've done before, and even with 50 to 65 pounds of armor on, you manage to get up on his back. Give me a perception check. Everybody give me a perception check.
No.
17.
21.
17.
11.
Okay. The instant you get on his back, he rears up and starts bucking, and what you guys see is blood coming out from the side from the spikes of pursuit getting into his flesh.
You should probably get off.
Adelaide, you ready?
And, yeah, and he's
Spikes are like
Yeah.
on the inside of my thighs. I don't remember you telling me that.
No, you just said they were on the
Eyes, shoulders,
and
and arms.
Nope, and down
And he
the
said
legs.
down the legs.
Yeah, but I didn't think you
He
meant the
didn't
inside of the
specify.
thighs.
Sure, I didn't. All right.
He didn't specify
Right.
the inside, so it could be the inside.
If it's on the inside of the thigh, should we be hitting ourselves?
Well,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
There.
Let me see. I can use my finger.
What, a horse?
Because I feel like I would have known that
Horse
and
would
not
be in
gotten
the
on the
player's
horse.
manual,
I'm not that stupid.
You're right. This is
You just keep telling yourself
Well,
that.
you might-
it's a dumb DM moment. It's probably what it is.
Your intellect isn't that high, so.
Wait, that's it. Piss off the dungeon master.
Close enough.
Yeah, you could probably get
She
away with
said
it.
it was average.
It's average. You need to get her definition of average.
Yeah, you could probably, with this armor,
It's a +1, it's above average.
you could
0 is
probably
average.
ride a horse with this armor. It's a big, strong horse.
Okay, good. I didn't want to hurt my horse.
Retcon. Okay, so you get on your horse.
Doesn't have it in here.
Alright, are you guys
Basil snitch.
climbing on the
Well, nobody else is
carpet,
on.
or-
I'm just gonna float out.
I never got off.
You know. No.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they walked
Because
down
we
through the
rolled
portal.
it up.
I
Yeah.
thought we got on, and then
But you roll it up, I'm gonna jump on with you. I'm gonna set at the back. Pull out
I'm
my
gonna
bow.
just say Basil snitch.
Jump
so me and
on.
him are
I'm
floating.
definitely getting on.
Okay.
Jumping on.
Screw this walking crap.
You're on him. You're on the carpet. You're on the carpet.
No, they're
We
they
just-
get on.
We just got on the carpet.
Yeah, they just said they got on the
I
carpet.
said Basil snitch before you even got on.
It's only what? Couple
It's
feet off the ground.
Yeah, you can jump on it.
How fast can this carpet go?
As they jump, I'm gonna say Basil snitch again, so it lands on the ground.
If I were you guys, I would get on the carpet before he can. Or maybe you roll it. Fight him for it.
Oh, I got a plan.
Oh, fight me for it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my hood, roll my feet up, hold my daggers.
Roll your feet up.
Pull my feet up.
Roll that.
Well, then you can't move.
What am I looking at?
This is plate now. It's chain
Try to take it
With
over
plates
from
on
me.
the
All I
legs,
gotta do is.
the arms, the chest.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay, I didn't know if you did or
I'm
not.
behind him, right?
Can you push him
not
off?
here. You're actually in
I
front of
just
him.
wanted to give you a video.
Yep.
That looks great for videos.
I know what it is.
Okay.
And plus, I'm the one who knows where we're going, so.
I'm just
We all
shocking
know
in the
we're
back
going
seat.
to the Wizen.
You've never been to the village.
That doesn't matter.
Have you ever been to the Wizen?
That's okay. We're up in the air now, right?
We know where it is. That's all.
I put it back on the ground.
Basil snitch.
Doesn't work.
Basil snitch.
You back.
Oh, look. One less person on the carpet.
You want to try to push him?
That's
You can
not
try to
funny.
push him if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now she reaches out to do that, I'm gonna cut her wrist.
Nope. Roll for an attack.
You cut your party members?
Oh, I will. She might end up murdered out of this.
I'm just sitting on the horse like, what the hell are you doing?
Maybe it doesn't work for you.
And he's like, are we going? Are we going?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Maybe what does
The
it?
horse is like ready to go.
Oh yeah, I'm not even that one again.
Those are
So
3
where are my
rolls.
dice back up?
And tell me when you're gonna roll for real.
Wait, once it hits 20, she'll let you know she's rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're gonna roll for real before you roll.
I know, okay. This one's for real. I got a 12 plus strength or plus dex.
It's a regular attack roll.
No, if it's an unarmed attack,
Which
it
is.
is.
You think
Yeah.
so?
It's
It's
We
only
changed
A
her
plus.
on the very skippy sexy
Okay,
camping suit.
13.
We decided to try it. So next time you walk in,
So yeah, you go to push him and you
as long as
miss.
you're okay with that.
And I'm just gonna bring the dagger out of the cloak so she can see it.
Are you gonna do anything?
What the hell's going
And I'm
on?
gonna think of the village while we're doing this.
He's
So we're
threatening a
floating
party
off.
member right now with his dagger.
He always threatens.
Yeah.
So it raises up. Are you gonna do anything?
So he's on the carpet and
Because I was
she's
totally going
challenging.
to cause you harm because
Yeah.
you're going to fall, what, 2 whole feet?
Raises up 3 feet and begins moving forward in the direction of
Think stop.
That'll totally kill you to fall 3 feet.
My horse is ready to go. He's
Okay.
like,
Yeah. What
which
do you?
direction are we going, guys?
Yeah.
Just follow the carpet.
Yeah. Is that what
I
you
can't.
said?
You're not moving.
Yeah. It's moving.
We are.
It's moving
We're
forward
moving.
slowly. It's
Is
not
everybody
over
off on the carpet?
fast. You 4. She's on her horse.
Oh, okay. So we are all on the carpet.
Yeah.
So they're just bickering with each other.
All right.
She tried to push him off.
Oh.
He's flashing a dagger.
So when we went to get on, he dropped it and then he put it back up and it was just shit.
No,
So
I
I was
just
just going
dropped
to shove
it.
him off the carpet to be a little shit.
You were
So-
trying
Be
to do
a
shit.
good boy.
Well, I dropped it. I didn't. I'm
You
not.
were
I'm
trying-
not.
I
I'm not
wasn't
denying
sure-
that I was
I-
being a little shit.
I wasn't shoving you to your death because we were only 3 feet off the ground.
No,
That's
we
really
were
high
on the
to do.
ground.
3
We
feet
were on
would
the
be.
ground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't even, so that's all I was doing. was
3
just
feet
pushing
could
back.
be his death. He's kind of small.
No.
That's like 12 feet to him.
So we're impatient. So we're gonna like run up, run back, run.
Okay,
Up.
so you're telling your horse just to go for a ride.
Well, he's doing it on his
Go
own. He's
fast.
not waiting.
Well, when it
Go
goes his
fast.
daggers, I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
All I
way down
told
on
it
the
was
carpet.
move towards the village,
Think fast.
and I prefer
Haste.
not to. Remember, with the gnomes and the dwarves told
Since
us.
somebody can't take what he dishes out, I'm just gonna lay
They
down and
attack.
see what time of day
Oh.
it is.
What?
This is 4 or 5
The
o'clock.
village got attacked, so we're moving not fast,
We're being cautious.
but being cautious. We're moving like a medium speed, but being cautious.
Yeah,
Okay.
my horsey don't do medium speed.
Yeah, your horse is made to run, so they're going along about 10 miles an hour,
Okay.
and your horse is just like just stopping. He's wanting to run, wanting to bolt. He's listening to your intentions, but he's not happy with how fast you're going.
Yeah.
And you're going 3 feet off the ground, 10 miles an hour. When you come to a hill, the carpet goes up the hill, down the hill. It comes to a like a stump or a rock. It moves around the rock back to its course, and
Kind of like
this goes on for
riding on the flatbed
15
trailer while the
minutes.
tractor's pulling it
you
across
don't
the
really see
Good
anything.
shots. Good shots.
Goes on for another 15 minutes. You look off in the direction of Ebeth, and you see what looks like an abundance of trees, more than you remembered was there before. You get another 15 minutes, you're 15 minutes away from Ebeth, and you can see that it looks as though the Wizen has actually grown out. And as you keep on and
I thought he
then
knew that.
Huh?
I thought he knew that.
I
as-
wasn't paying attention.
I kept
Sorry,
like-
Dad.
I had to keep it really quiet.
and your horse coming up right along, you can feel him start dancing.
That was the eerie wisdom.
You come
Drop the
right up
horse.
onto the city,
It's just
and you get just the outskirts of the city, and you can see a dark green overgrowth of the forest. It's It's almost a dark black, not almost green, so green, dark green, forest green, it's almost black. And you don't see any of the houses, you don't see any of the streets, you just see these tall trees, thick grass, where Eveleth should be.
Do we hear anything?
This isn't much of a town.
I'm gonna see if I can see anything that resembles any of the homes or pathways.
Okay, so you're gonna keep going into the town where it would be.
Well, no, from where I'm at.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, your horse is.
Yeah. No.
He's not going crazy, but he's kind of like if you've ever been on a spooked horse before, he's kind of like this. He doesn't want to go that way, but he's willing to go that way if you want to make
I'm like,
him.
it's alright, we're not going in there.
Not yet.
You're just on the outskirts of town. It's like the top of the hill as you're coming into Huntington. You can see a little bit of the layout of the town, and you see a dark, thick mat of forest green. It looks like green vines are running down the streets. You see the outlines of crumbling buildings. You see tall pine trees. You see what looks like willow trees. Yeah, and that's what you see.
Do we all see it?
You would all see the same thing.
Bird's eye view.
Do we hear anything?
I'm gonna try
Not
and
much of a town
judge
here.
where Tan's shoulder is by where his feet are,
Uh-huh.
and just put my hand on his shoulder and say, Tan, I'm so sorry.
None of you know him from here.
Yeah, none of you
Oh, I
would know.
thought you said that when we were in front of you, when we were talking.
I know my way around there.
Oh, because I
but
thought when you
only-
were talking to Alizar, you told him that was where you grew up.
I think you did mention it to the dwarves when they were drinking.
Yeah,
But I don't know if
but
you actually heard
none
it.
of you were near
No,
me.
I thought you had said it to
Yeah.
Alizar.
Yeah, I thought you.
Yeah.
No,
I was
one, did
talking
we
to
hear
the-
it? Two, would we have paid attention and clicked it?
If it was when we were talking to Alizar, I would have, yes.
No, it was
But-
when I was talking to the doors.
Okay, I apologize,
Table
never
with
mind.
them.
Rick on that one. Is this Ebba?
Should be.
Yeah, and
Doesn't look like there's a lot left.
yeah, you would come to the outskirts. This would be a street. You would you would see him.
Ebba is supposed to be outside the Wizen, correct? So does the Wizen grow? Is that normal? Because we know you're from the area, so you would be the most familiar.
And yeah,
Right.
you'd see down the street. You'd see like what looks like long.
Now, would I know any of this from growing up around here? If
This-
the Wizen grows or
Yeah, well, the general knowledge of the Wizen is that it's a forest. This is not something that has ever been heard of in the Wizen. Give me an intelligence check.
What time of day is it?
5, 6 o'clock at night.
It's coming up early evening.
Yeah, and you see these green vines coming down the street. You see it climbing all over the buildings. You see
Long since abandoned.
trees all over the place. Just thick, heavy
Long since.
undergrowth.
Looks like it's been abandoned a long time, but we know it hasn't.
Right.
20. Natural.
Anybody else want to do a history check?
Can I do it as an Arcana? Because it would be a magical based thing,
Uh-huh.
right?
$13.
14.
One up me, I see
Betcha.
there.
Yeah, my Arcana is an 8.
Okay. You remember a story of a vampire that was killed when a hero put a stake through his heart, and it was an old story. Back, you must have heard it in a library someplace. And the soul of this vampire was so corrupt that it infested the stake. And a druid found this stake and planted it in a cove. And the spirit of this vampire started the thing growing. And the history of the blights began. This
Ask if
reminds you of
anybody
that
else-
story.
I'll ask if anybody else remembers that story.
Well, who are you directing that to?
Well, you would all have a similar knowledge to that.
That's what I was just gonna ask. Is which one of us? are you
Does it
referring to?
remind
Cause I
anybody of
rolled
that?
I
Yeah.
rolled a 20. I was just wondering.
Well, I mean, you all rolled fairly high.
Because if we all know, then
Yeah, that's essentially what you know about this. What this reminds you of. You don't know that this is that, but this is what it reminds you of.
Like, does this remind you of anything? Does it remind anybody else?
Vampire bushes.
I suggest that
Yeah.
we make camp outside the city tonight because it's gonna be dark soon.
Yes. At a safe distance. Although right now, I don't know what a safe distance
I'm gonna
is.
raise the carpet up. I'm gonna think of it raising
Okay? And it
to
goes
at
up.
least above the house level.
Okay, so it goes up. It goes up about 25 feet, and
Bird's eye view.
you see green to the horizon.
And I'm gonna think about where my house was inside the village.
The carpet starts moving over into the city. It doesn't really give you any direction because you don't know where it is. It doesn't know where it's going.
Well, I would know where my house was.
Give me well,
You probably don't recognize it though. Maybe a general
yeah,
area.
give me an intelligence check to see if you can suss out where things would be in this mess.
16.
A 16. All right. Yeah, the carpet goes along and moves over, and it skims over the top of the trees, and eventually come over to this one little house, completely overrun. The roof has been caved in. The door is wide open, swinging.
Anything particular with this house?
I'm gonna see. Can I see any bodies lower than the carpet down?
Draw my bow.
How far down are you going to lower the carpet?
definitely.
To about the top of the roof, where the roof should be. I'm gonna look down.
Are all of you with him on the carpet still?
I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all in.
I'm still hanging out outside of town with my horse.
We'll be
As
back.
I start feeling the carpet go down, I'm definitely going to be preparing for
So you're just
if
Anything.
anything
right at
comes
roof
up or
level?
whatever.
right. You're not touching the roof.
No,
You're just
not
right
touching.
at roof level.
'Cause
I
you
got
said
a
it
bow
collapsed in,
notched.
so I just want to look through the hole.
Give me an investigation check.
Can we all look through the hole?
You can.
15.
Eight.
8.
From your vantage point, you see just green. There's trees growing in what was the front of the house. You don't appear to see any bodies or any remains of bodies. Not with a 15.
And then I'll have it go back to the place we were, where she should be.
So you're gonna go flying back out to
Yeah,
the edge of town.
but I'm gonna have it raised back up again.
Okay.
I'm gonna be scanning with the bow as we're leaving. Anything might be moving.
What did you guys see?
Okay. So
A house.
as you're scanning, you
Okay.
see just
That was it.
outside, just as you cross back into the field and out of the green,
We're not there yet.
you see what looks like several, like a field or a line of dead bushes all lining up.
What did I tell you about peeing on the bushes?
That it was fun.
Be on the bushels then.
And yeah,
Marcus territory.
fly back out and to where she's waiting, you were waiting.
Yeah. My horsey didn't want to go in there.
And we'll land, I guess.
You'll land.
Roll the carpet so as everyone gets off.
I think we leave it out and we all sleep on the carpet. Just in case something happens. And then we can wake up and just woo!
Or you just
Oh, wait.
wake up all squished
We could
together
sleep
in
on
a
the
roll.
blanket 20
Like
feet up in
burrito.
the air.
Then you fall asleep.
How much do you roll in your sleep?
Yeah. How much do you move?
If we have it a foot above the ground, does that mean
I'm
we don't
guessing
sleep
you
on the
never
rocks?
had a really high bunk bed or a treehouse.
I'm fine on sleeping in the middle. I'm not worried.
What makes you think you get the middle?
touches.
Yeah, but
So
leave
we
the
found
carpet
if
out
we-
and
if we
everybody
have a
stays
float-
on the carpet.
Well,
I
if
do
we
like
have
that
float
idea,
a foot above, then we won't have stones.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll float I'll have it sit at a foot above.
Okay.
Is there a clearing nearby where we can camp, where we can see around us, our perimeter?
If we take shifts with two
We're in.
people watching at a time, then the other three can sleep.
Okay.
Pretty much in one.
There's not like, I mean, you're in an open grassy field on the edge of a town.
Yeah.
Alright, as long as we can see.
Nothing's sneaking up on us.
Let's-
Unless it has really, really, really good stealth rolls.
Let's make camp and light a fire and cook some food.
I got cookies.
You and your
Where are you
cookies.
gonna eat all your cookies?
I haven't ate it. I've only had one cookie sniffed and licked by a horse so far.
I mean, when you offered me one, it was hard as a rock, so I was like, well, no, you go ahead and keep it. Thank you.
I've lived off hard cookies before. This is luxury.
So, like, it would have broke my teeth, man.
Pampered children.
No broken teeth.
I'm
I've only had the
sit
cookies
back
for a
on the,
day.
on the carpet with my ration.
Eating your rations next to a little campfire.
This
Yep.
would be day
I'm
2
gonna,
with them.
yeah, I was gonna say let's start a campfire so that we've at least got some warmth.
Okay, and you're gonna get off the carpet, you stay on the, you gotta get off the carpet to build the campfire.
Let's keep the carpet away from the campfire. Yes.
Probably a good
Or start the campfire farther away from the carpet.
Let's
why I got
roll
off
out the red carpet. Let's roll
Once
out
it
the red
floated
carpet.
down, I got off the carpet.
Nah, because somebody's gonna walk onto that at night. No, it's gonna be one of us.
Okay, you get your fire going. You're on the carpet. You and your horse. You're sitting next to the fire with your horse. He gets down, lays down beside you, snorts.
Such a good boy.
Does he not go graze?
Yeah, he would go out and get a little grazing. And then he'd come back and sit down, lay down next to her.
He's kind of like a cat, back and forth.
Just high spirit. He does what he wants.
Yeah, and so the rest of the night goes on. Give me a perception check.
Who?
All of you.
Well, hold on, what time of night is it?
The night goes on. Yeah, you started set up camp.
Because because rotating shifts, it'll depend on who's in.
Okay, well,
I don't think anybody's asleep yet, are we?
yeah, nobody's taking
Well,
watch.
Depending on what time of night it is, also.
So you got camp set up around
Yeah, it
8.
was early evening when we
8
got
o'clock.
there, so.
Spanky.
No thanks.
So,
if you guys want to set a watch, you can.
well, I'm trying to figure out what time of night it is so we can settle up.
It's probably around 9, 10 o'clock.
Well,
Yeah,
whenever we do that, I got 18.
I had
Probably be me and Kanathar, and then probably those two, and then probably me and Calgar.
Alright.
Yeah, Kengar only needs 4 hours.
You get distracted easily.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
and,
saying, though.
What's
Because you guys will get the most sleep.
Calgar? He gets distracted easily, so you guys need to be partnered with.
I only need
People,
4
not each
hours of
other.
meditation is all I need.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So me and him will take long. I'll take 2, but 1 with him.
Do you only need 4 hours?
I only need 4 hours and I'm back up and running.
Well, no, I don't think I think I need
Do I
8
know
for
what I
a long
need?
rest.
Yeah.
But,
I only need
hours.
4.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're an elf
But
or a half elf.
what I'm saying is,
Or it states otherwise.
two
Okay, fire
shifts,
Mhm.
even at 2 hours apiece.
I can watch all night long. I only need 1 break, 4 hours. So 1 shift is all I need.
So
I'll
my
cover
thoughts
this.
are, we can have the 2 of us watch while Kelgar sleeps for 4 hours, gets his full rest in, and then the other 2 can take turns for the other hours with
With me.
Kelgar.
Mm-hmm.
So that we've got Kelgar plus 1 for the last 4 hours.
So before I go to sleep, I'm gonna do tap into my divine sense
And it's 60
for
feet?
60 feet into the city,
So you're gonna walk
to the edge.
to the edge of the city.
Yeah.
You definitely get a evil, malevolent presence. You can feel it coming towards you, wanting to infest you.
That's what I thought. I was getting that vibe.
Before Casey goes to sleep, she needs to detect magic.
On my ivory orb, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
The chest. Necromancy chest that he has.
We already know.
We already know that, don't we? Well, I mean, yeah. Is there anything else you guys want me to
Is there
check?
a
'Cause I get
program?
10 minutes, but 10 minutes goes quick, so.
Eric
Is there
Cooper
any-
have
Yeah, Eric Kirkman had it for a couple days, so I'll pull the necromancy chest out.
We got that, the orb, the boxes, and everything was it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
in the box.
what are you
Anything
gonna do
else?
with the box? Are you just gonna pull it out and look at it?
I will pull it out and set it on the ground so they can.
So you're going out of
Anything
your
else
pack
we wanna
onto the
check?
ground?
Or
I'm gonna examine this
whatever
box.
we're on.
I don't think so.
Not the locks, but the box.
So what are you gonna do?
Get down and thoroughly look for ruins, markings, buttons.
So you're not gonna touch the box, you're just looking at the box, the top and the sides.
Yeah. Now I might pick it up to look at the bottom,
Okay.
but that'd be about it.
You pick it up and look at the bottom and you see a white piece of paper that looks like it's been glued to the bottom of the box. And it says, property of Captain Horribly Badly, please return to the Storm's Revenge.
Bring that out to them. Do you guys ever take a look at the bottom of the box?
That was one of the paintings in the mansion.
It was.
So does this mean anything to any of you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Better to enlighten the rest of us?
No, well, I'll tell you about the mansion that we were in and where we found the one room with the paintings.
Does he even know?
Nope. Not
That's
a clue.
why I'm filling him in on it.
Yeah, but you don't know you weren't there, were you?
No, I wasn't there.
That's why my character's telling him about it.
No, what
No.
I'm asking is, he as a person hasn't heard the story.
Oh,
Oh.
So you tell my character and say you're telling my character, but my character doesn't know until I know, and you have to tell me what it
So this is where we figure out how much you guys remember.
is.
so, the way we all ended up together, we met in a mansion.
Forced into a mansion.
Yeah. And then, as we got out of the room, some automatons, and we went down a hall and we ended up in this
Study?
banquet area. Well, yeah, study, banquet area, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And, there was a large painting with a trident of a pirate, and it was called Mr. Horribly Badly, which we later learned was a pirate with a horrible sense of humor. And then there was another painting,
Of
and
a
that
ship.
was of the ship,
On the ocean.
and it was called Eleanor's Revenge.
Eleanor's Revenge, is that what it was? Not Storm's Revenge, it's Eleanor's Revenge.
And then, wasn't there a third painting? I didn't write it down.
There was a good-
Oh, there was Madeline Bollet. Worn
yeah, there were
out.
several paintings.
Worn out fourth one. I don't remember what that means. But
So
anyway,
is he a
just kinda
pirate
telling
or a
about it.
wizard?
Not sure.
Yeah, we don't really know.
He might have been a pirate wizard.
Could have been.
With a bad sense of humor. This necromancy box belongs to.
We do know about Mr.
No.
Horribly Badly. We got stuck in a
No.
room
The necromancy
and
box is from the
and
mage.
it had a
from
countdown.
town.
Did you hear what he said was written on the bottom of the box?
Apparently not.
No.
Was he looking at the ivory box? Or
No, the
necromancy
black
box?
necromancy
necromancy
box.
The
box.
necromancy box.
Because we found that in the mage shop.
Yeah, and today, he was the first person to actually examine the box, not just the lid and top. He looked at the bottom of the box and found a message that said, property of Captain Horribly Badly
Because
returned.
I looked at it when I first picked
You've
it up.
never once looked at the bottom of the box.
Yeah, specifically
You
asked
took it
that.
off the shelf, put it in your bag, and every single time you looked at that box afterwards, you examined the top, you examined the lock. You did not look at the bottom of the box. Not a single
He actually was.
I'm sure I would have noticed it by pulling it in and out.
He,
of the bag.
the reason I asked the guy goes, so are you examining the box or the lock? And I said, I'm just examining the lock.
Well,
I repeatedly asked you, what part of the box were you examining? You never once said you looked at the bottom of the box. You didn't hint at it, you didn't know it was there.
I didn't know the bottom of the box was there. I knew the bottom of the box was
Yeah,
there.
but you wouldn't have seen the note because you never did examine the box underneath it. I repeatedly asked you.
Okay,
asked
okay.
you.
It doesn't make any sense to me pulling it in and out of a bag that you wouldn't see it.
That's why I said, I want to look at the bottom of the box.
Like it's
Anyway. So all right, so this box belongs to a person that you guys ran into paintings about before you went to the location where this box was at? That's an eerie coincidence.
Not only that, I'm pretty sure dude's dead. Because the way we got out of the castle was,
I want to open
we got
the
stuck in
box.
this room. I'm afraid Mr. Horribly
Open the
Badly's
box.
in it.
Does the lock's actually locked?
The box looks locked.
all three of them are still on.
All three of them
I've
are
never
still
picked.
So anyway, we got stuck in this room and it had a countdown. And we had spears in the wall and everything. And we learned how to reset it, and after a while we just got tired of resetting it and let it go. We were like, you know what, I'm done. Just kill me now.
So this is
And
probably a
it
prank
never
box
happened.
then.
Possibly. But it turns out that, with the Mr. Horribly Badly, he just didn't want people on his crew who were afraid of death.
Yeah. This might be something
That was
else
his name?
entirely.
Mr. Horribly Badly.
No,
And there's
Captain
nothing else on the
Horribly
box anywhere except for that note.
No, I have Mr.
Yeah, it's-
Horribly Badly written
Oh.
down.
Yeah,
He just said
newspaper
Captain.
glued to the bottom of the box. It looks for box. Well, give me an intelligence check.
No.
$17.
For as much as this box has probably been through, that looks like a fresh piece of paper. There's no tarnish to it. It's not rubbed. It's not torn. Looks like it could have been put on there yesterday.
Can I remove the paper without damaging it?
Wait. When I see you go to reach for him,
I'm like pulling my dagger.
Wait,
I'm like, can I get this off?
wait, let me detect magic.
Okay.
But
So, well, I want to detect magic and I want to look at specifically at the necromancy box, the ivory box that I'll have open with the orb, and the velvet box.
Should we empty the
we
ba-
haven't pulled that one out.
Should we empty the bag of holding first before she does detect magic, just in case there's more crap in there?
I mean,
That's why I was asking, is there anything else you want me to check?
Do you have to know what's in there to pull it out?
yeah,
Not if
you have to know in order for you to find it.
Not if you tip it inside out. If you grab the inside of the bag and you flip it out,
Everything
anything
goes
and
exploding
everything
out.
that is in that bag comes out.
All right.
The problem is now you got everything that's ever put in that bag out and across the
Yeah,
field.
you're gonna have like a mountain
Well,
of
no,
crap
it
that
doesn't
you're gonna have
explode
to put
out.
back
'Cause
in
if you
there.
grab it and just dump it on the floor, it all comes out onto the floor.
Yeah, and if there's a mile of stuff in there.
Well, it's only 45 cubic feet. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can
That's
have
a
a
lot
big.
of crap.
I'll just reach into the
I'm not
bag
helping you guys
and
pick this up.
Walk a little bit away from the
flip it
camera.
up, pull it inside.
You pull it inside, so your carpets come out. What else did you put in there?
All the party loot.
All the party loot. Does that include the coins, the gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Carpets,
Except
gold.
the ritual spellbook. We kept that out so I could
Um,
study it.
There's
There's a
what
spear.
looks like the corpse of a
You.
dead cat.
Oh wait, no, that's in the carriage.
Some dead mice.
Who put that in there?
Cold elemental box.
A few Aarakocra feathers, bits of Aarakocra feathers.
Write that down. We'll put those back in.
That's about it.
Dang it.
Aarakocra feathers?
Yeah.
And the velvet box.
And the velvet box.
Okay, does the Aarakocra feathers have any value whatsoever?
Probably.
All
Put 'em
feathers
all
have
back-
value some way.
Put them all back in and I'll grab the mouse and I'll throw it at Calcutta.
Okay, I don't think we need to put the dead cat and mice back in.
We can leave those here. They can wander the evil city.
Your dinner.
Aarakocra feathers.
Yeah.
How many of the
Necromancy
Aarakocra
box for your
feathers?
kitty to like.
How many Aarakocra feathers?
A handful of just little Aarakocra feathers. Say 5.
Nothing else, we can make quills out of them.
Or fletching.
Fletching, yeah.
Okay. After we
Or
empty
we
the
can
bag,
beat the DM with them.
I will detect magic.
Okay. The black box, the necromancy box, still has the same kind of magic.
Okay.
The white box with the white sphere doesn't have that kind of magic. The purple box, that's not magical. The carpets are magical. You see the magic of his amulet. You see the
Her
magic
armor.
of her armor and her hammer. With
Both their cloaks, his boots.
uh-huh. But other than that, that's all you really see. Your
My rings.
rings, you're probably, what, 60 feet from the edge of town, or you're 100 yards from town?
Yeah.
I mean, from the edge of the town?
Yeah, I'll walk down towards it.
I'll stay on
After
her
I
heels.
check everything else and point out this is, that isn't, that is.
Okay.
And then I'll actually I just point out back lows, kind of thing. I won't worry about.
Well, the sphere is
pointing out
what we're
stuff
most
that
worried
doesn't-
about.
Yeah, and it's not glowing, so.
So, yeah.
And the necromancy box said it is glowing.
You walk up to the edge of town, and you see little bits of light coming out in the forest of the trees.
Greed versus stupidity.
If it's going in and out of the trees,
Are the lights moving?
That looks like it could be. It could just be twinkling.
worth it.
Are they showing a school of magic?
No.
Should have your
Not-
sister
not
check for
magic.
to their
Well,
presence.
if they're not showing magic and they're not glowing, then it's something else.
Yeah. If they're glowing, but it's not showing me a school of magic, it's something else. It doesn't belong to any school
But
of
you
magic.
you two could work together and tune in where you've seen the glow and where
Uh,
she's picking up
did-
that presence of
Did
negative
somebody
energy.
come down with me?
I followed you.
I
Yeah.
don't think I had
I'm gonna
any
ask you
specific.
if you see the lights.
Do I see the lights?
You do.
Yeah, I can see the lights.
Okay.
Can I
then-
see magic now?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there's nothing magical, I don't think, about the wisdom.
Okay.
That was what I was curious about. I definitely want to. Can I see any of these vines or the dead trees, dead bushes? I want to definitely look at them, see if there's like any residual.
You don't see from where you're standing anything that would be magic to them.
Is it dark? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going on 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's dark.
Am I supposed to be sleeping right now?
No,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Just so
asleep.
that I can
You
take first watch.
you can go down with them if you want.
No, because you're down there, so I'll take first watch. Along with other Justin, and then
What are you gonna do? What are you doing?
Justin,
I'm
another
taking
Justin?
first watch
You're taking first watch.
with short stack.
I'm gonna take first nap and then watch for the rest of the night.
Alright, let's go sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys going back to the carpet and campfire.
And I'll let them know that I didn't see anything magical about it, so.
and I'll have cleaned everything up that we dumped out of the bag. Put it back
Okay.
in the bag.
Okay.
I'll see if the white orb fits on my staff.
It's kind of slides in between the 4 prongs. Doesn't really stick.
I'm cuddled up to my horse. He's nice and warm.
He is.
Okay, I'll see if you'll put that in the party bag for me.
So what is it? Ivory orb?
Yeah, oh, I've got it written down over here on the party loop.
I know. I just write it down again, so that way I don't forget.
So we're not gonna do
Or like
anything
if
with
you
the-
forget your notes, at least I have
Oh, they
somewhat
just-
of notes.
They
on
live
it.
down here, so.
So the ivory orb is just pretty rock, huh?
Yeah, just a pretty rock.
Does it fit in your staff though?
No.
It doesn't stay.
It do, but it doesn't stay.
So I'll
Maybe you
have to
can
find
sell it later.
somebody. Well, no, I'll just see if I get somebody to put it in.
Okay. So you guys make it through the night. Nothing too bad happens. A few mosquitoes. Early dawn comes. Who's taking the watch? Who's on watch?
I'd be on early dawn. Who's with me?
I'll go with him. Say I took
Did you just have one?
last watch.
First
You
and
took
last.
First and last, yeah.
So you would be asleep. So you two took first watch, so it'd be me or Amy. Would you have taken one of the last?
It doesn't matter. I can do that.
Okay, I guess it would be me and you then.
Alright.
In the end.
Okay,
It's
so
always just us in the end.
you two. So you two are the ones taking watch in the mornings. Okay. And the rest of you are still asleep.
Well, it depends on what time it is. Would you say?
Well, crack of dawn. You guys.
If you took first watch, I'd say you were still asleep till like 8 o'clock or so. 8 or 9.
Give me a perception check.
Well, you're blind.
6. I'm looking the opposite direction of wherever something's happening.
No. Because of where we are and what's happened to the village, I probably actually am not asleep.
Well,
I'm probably not paying attention to anything around me. I've lost the amount of thought.
So you didn't take any sleep during the
No,
night?
I did.
So you
but-
did sleep during the night?
Yeah.
He took the mid shift.
I would just take 6 hours and then just wake up because I remember where I'm at and what happened to the town.
Okay. So you wake. but
I'm
you-
just in thought.
Okay.
He's in deep thought.
You want to get out and stoke the fire or anything? You're just gonna watch the sunrise?
We'll start the fire stoking. Let's get a little breakfast started.
I just got my bow in my lap, watching the town and the mountainside.
Okay.
You're missing everything, but you're watching.
Yeah. Do I get advantage on that because I'm focusing?
Yeah.
That's better. 16.
You, as you're paying attention, you see something rustling in the grass, kind of moving stealthily towards you.
So I get her attention. Reach over and kick Greg.
Okay.
So I pull my bow out, look over, reach over, and go.
I'll pull my daggers.
Just kind of bump him in the leg.
Okay.
Who is this Greg?
with this Greg.
Short and stinky.
Not anymore.
You're still short.
As
And
soon
it still smells.
as soon as you put you raise
still
your bow, you see that whatever's in the grass, it stops, and you can't make out what it is. You have a general sense of where it is. While this happens, your horse gets up and turns like it's going to walk off to go do its business, and just stops and stares and starts dancing around in this direction.
Wake. Show yourself or be shot.
So I stand up, get my hammer and my shield out.
And I'm
I
gonna,
like.
I'm watching.
I'm gonna get off the carpet and I'm gonna crouch so you can't see my feet.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna pull the cloak as tight as I can get it around the hood.
Well, the
So
fact you're in
it's very
grass, your
minimal.
feet won't probably be noticeable anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
still.
Except for the thing that's in the grass. Just feet level.
And that's why.
He accidentally steps on it. two cloaked people step on each other's toes and bump into each other.
Okay, you guys get up, take stance, and you see where you were looking. Whatever's in the grass turns around and heads back the way it came.
I want to shoot it. I just kind of want to shoot it.
Well, roll for an attack.
Wait, did I see that when in my campaign 0? Didn't Slitch's hunters come back? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Oh wait, no, you wouldn't recognize this.
Okay.
In case I'm,
Not,
I
not
kind of
from
want to
where
shoot
you're at,
it.
you wouldn't.
I kind of want to shoot it.
Shoot what?
The
Just
thing
shoot it.
moving in the grass.
Is it a
Quit
rabbit?
talking
Right,
and
shoot it.
shoot.
Fire.
What if it's a
Do
cat?
it, attack with disadvantage.
it's a dead
'cause
cat.
It's partial cover.
I want to know if kitties died.
A 2 or a 3, so 6.
Yeah, your arrow sticks right into the dirt. You didn't hear scream, you didn't hear squelch.
I don't hear breakfast.
Walk over and find my arrow and do some tracking. Look for
I'm
tracks.
gonna go with him and see if I can see any kind of tracks or
And Bill,
like
Okay.
marks.
what's your horse doing?
20, unnatural for tracking. See what it was.
You
Just
get over by this
staring at it,
old
whatever
dead
it is,
bush,
but he's not
and you find your
freaking
arrow,
out.
Mhm.
So
and you see where the grass is disturbed. And it leads underneath the vines.
20 to try to, for my roll, just find the tracks and figure out what it was.
I
Okay.
feel like
Um,
it's dangerous.
Unnatural.
Yeah. Do you want to go see what it is?
Sure.
We're over by the horse, because you said
And
there was
17
one over there
for
too,
me.
right?
Like
Okay.
a little better.
Mr. DM.
Huh.
You said there was one over with the horse too, correct?
I said the horse was over here dancing around.
Like there was something.
Oh, he's dancing around. He's not just staring.
No.
Okay.
He's sniffing, snorting on the ground.
All right. Do you want to kind of get behind me, and we'll creep
Let's
up
see what it is.
a little closer, see if we can see what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do that.
In the early
I'll go with
morning
that.
light, you give me a perception check.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Because that's going so well for me right now.
Hush.
14.
5.
You see nothing.
The
You-
glare.
Yeah, the glare from the sun, the smell of your
Rising.
horse. And what'd you get?
What did I say, 15?
14,
14.
15?
14. You see 3 things moving through the grass in a weaving motion.
I can't tell what they are.
No, you can't tell what they are. Not from this distance. Okay. You two, you see a looks like a trail of disturbed grass that goes into the city. It disappears down the street into the vines.
Is there a bear patch anywhere nearby? Or is it all...
It's all
Grass.
grass, about knee-high grass, ankle to knee-high grass.
Okay,
So what type, can I figure out what this is by looking at tracks? Like a serpent, like 4-legged animal, human footprint?
If you wanted to, you could kind of get down and look in the grass to see if you can see any tracks.
That's why I say looking for tracks. Trying to
Give me
determine.
a.
That's why I rolled my 24.
Oh,
I was just waiting for you to get back to me on that.
you would see. It looks like somebody was dragging some small branch or something through the grass.
Trying to hide.
Little bits of grass had been pulled up as you're going along.
But I can't even get a clue of what type of creature that might have been, huh?
It doesn't look like any animal you've ever tried to drag.
I'm gonna holler. There's 3 somethings over here.
You know that those worms we've been dealing with? Would it look like it's consistent with the walking pattern of that?
Yeah.
I got smart. I see that grin on your face. You're like, come on, that was worth an XP, right?
So with I wanna... Are the 3 things on our end close together, or...
They're about
Either that or it could be vines.
5 feet apart, and
The forest is coming alive.
they're coming towards you.
I'm gonna point them out to Avil.
Okay.
And I heard her yell, so I'm going to come over there.
Okay.
All right. Get ready in case they attack us.
Okay. I'm gonna...
They come up,
That, or we just detect
I'm
them
changing
now.
weapons at this point in time.
and you hear that sound you've heard before, like somebody's pulling a brush through ratted hair.
Nope, kill it.
Oh,
Kill.
Let's
Eldritch
go.
Blast.
Look, pulling the bowl out, drawing the swords.
Eldritch Blast.
No, because we're not near them.
No,
Okay.
but that's what I was before when I was figuring
How
out it's
far
the
away are
worms.
they
Oh
from
yeah, I
us?
already have my daggers.
They're 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah, I don't know about them. I'm just.
Oh, I thought you were talking
I
about them too.
will... So this
No.
is me.
Uh-huh.
I'll target this
Me and
one.
you are in a
Okay.
different area.
I will
Wow,
target
does a
the
9
one.
hit?
No, a 9 doesn't hit.
I think we fight from the carpet.
And you want to do
I want to
something?
damage the carpet.
yeah, it's true.
Did it do anything?
She missed.
So it just kept coming.
No, it stopped.
Okay.
And in fact, if anything, if you don't immediately do anything, this thing's going to back up.
You need to use
All right.
smite.
I will target the one that she stopped.
Okay.
and try and smash it with my hammer.
So you're gonna go 5, 10, 15, and run up
Well,
on it.
that's
Yeah.
there's
That's
Justin.
me.
Oh,
Run
that's
up
you.
on it and try and smash it.
So 5, 10, 15. You get
Okay,
just
I
within-
forgot how to attack. Do I roll the
You roll to hit D20,
the d20? Okay.
and you add. You're hitting with a
So-
melee weapon.
20, 22, 24.
24 hits.
and then you gotta roll a d8.
I gotta roll damage, right?
And then you add this 3 to it.
Okay.
That's a 12. Is that the 8?
Double pyramid.
That one. So it's like a triangle.
Double pyramid.
Or that one?
That one and that one.
Both of them?
No, you roll one.
Okay.
But that's the size.
5.
Plus 3.
Oh, 8.
Always on attack roll add strength. Your plus.
Do I add my
No.
proficiency? Just the strength?
Just
okay.
that.
So
When
eight.
you roll
Efficiency
attack,
is to hit.
when you're rolling to see if you hit it, you add strength plus proficiency to the roll.
I haven't attacked anything since my 0. So I forgot how to do it.
Yeah. And what'd you hit?
8.
You hit it with 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You bring that hammer down, smack, and you bring your hammer back up, and you've got this large worm about this big stuck to the fork of your hammer. It's a spike that's coming out of your hammer, and it's screaming and screeching. It's going to try to get away, and it barely manages to push itself off the hammer. It lands on the ground. These two are going to use their movement to go 10 feet away from you. Okay?
Can I hit him with
Would
magic missile?
the range people get attacks of opportunity since they're retreating
Um,
and they're within?
you wouldn't.
No, not me. I'm asking for like the
No,
mage classes.
that's
Attack
only
of
close.
opportunity is pretty much only a melee attack
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
that was just clear. As a player, I was wondering if the mage or
It's
the
pretty much
casters
just
had
that.
that.
It's pretty much just a melee ability.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. They move off a full 10 feet to get out of. Because they don't want to engage, apparently.
I mean, if they get within 5 feet of a spellcaster,
What are you
yes.
two doing? You hear this?
We're
Oh, you're paying attention
we're
to what's
still
going
over
on here.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's a loud cry, a hammer hitting the ground, I don't think would get our attention.
Not unless I hit something like a rock really hard and hurry
Yeah.
up.
Oh, you're screaming
Well,
while
did
you're
you say the
swinging.
worm was screaming? Did you
Yeah,
say-
it let out a screech, not
So
not
Well,
like.
you casted magic too.
Yeah.
Not super
Elder
loud.
Blast.
That's still gonna make a noise.
Not as.
And I did
Much as
holler,
you
there's
think.
3 over here.
So we know there's something's going on over there.
Yeah, you would.
But with the 3 of them over there, they should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're worms.
Okay.
Yep.
So what are you two? You're not going to go over there. What are you?
I'm gonna start backing slowly towards them, waiting for something to come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly
back away. Okay. What are you gonna do?
Can I cast magic missile on those two that are retreating?
You can. What is it? 60 feet
Mm-hmm.
for magic missile?
120 feet.
120 feet. You definitely can. Roll your percentage
And
dice.
I'm going to use one of my rogue's 5th level spell slots
Okay. Which takes it up to what?
to a 5th level spell.
Yeah, but how
So
many?
that is
5.
5?
D10s or 6. 5 or 6.
one more dart for each slot level above first. So that's 4 more darts. So that makes 7 darts.
7
And
darts.
you can choose up to that many.
And I'm
darts,
going to
correct?
hit. Yeah, I'm going to hit both of them.
Okay, you got to split up your darts.
So 3 to one and 4 to the other.
You got to roll your percentile dice first, though.
Wait, 3 and 4?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's right. That's what
It
they
equals
are.
7.
7. Oh yeah, 3 on first level. That's fine.
That's what I'm doing.
Never mind. My
You
brain
got
was
Justin in stereo there.
Well, I also got my Eldritch Blast was only 1, and that's where my brain was still at. So I forgot about the magic missile being 3. Automatically.
33.
Okay, you cast your level 5 magic missile. You want to hit one with 4 and one with 3.
Yes.
And they do how much damage per missile?
1d4.
1d4
Plus 1.
plus 1.
1d4 plus 1, so you're talking a maximum of 13
What were you
per
rolling
missile.
just now?
That's it.
No, yeah.
Percentage.
Each missile is 1d4
Oh.
plus 1.
So
Max of 5 per missile.
maximum of 15, 5 per missile.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 on the one.
15 on one, 20 by
20 on
the
the
other.
other.
Okay. Missiles go off. Usually these two go bursting out into the grass. Definitely not moving anymore.
Justin just got a double kill.
Okay.
Mark it down. You just killed
Okay.
Can I do Eldritch Blast again?
You can on the one
On the
remaining.
one that's remaining.
it. Just on your scratch or whatever.
I don't have a scratch.
This time it's a 22 to hit.
It hits.
Is it still alive though, or is she just like hitting a dead thing?
It's barely
You
alive.
know.
You left it barely alive.
I'm like, I could have just hit it again.
And I rolled a 10. Plus
And
4
what are
for
you guys
14 damage.
turning around to go see what's going on here?
14
We're not
damage
going to turn
them.
around. We're going
We're
to
not
back
turning
up.
around. We're backing up to it.
Because we're figuring they're going to be coming from multiple sides. You go to the left of them, I'll go to the right of them.
Should we just all like surround my horse?
14 damage to that one.
Watch the hooves.
That one goes off into the grass.
How many were
They
there?
ran away. They're not dead.
They're dead. Well, you did the damage. They're dead. They're just hidden in the
Okay.
grass. Their bodies in the grass.
Do I see any other movement?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm
Or
not
are
gonna
you
say
still
him.
watching the two that were after you?
Yeah. Which way are you looking?
14, scanning this way.
Yeah. 22.
22. You see no other movement other than the wind and the trees. You notice there's no sound of any birds, no chipmunks, no insect sounds. You hear these guys going, "Yeah, we just slaughtered them." Yeah.
I'm double checking to make sure they're all dead and I don't
Okay.
see
So
any
you
more.
go there and find them.
Just got crap just dripping off. my
Yeah.
horse.
Pretty much.
Want to see if I can find the Triniston inside of them.
Okay. So you want to take the time to cut them open.
Not yet. No, I told you before I went over there that I was checking to see if there was any more.
I'm like,
You didn't.
Before we left, before you said we were moving over there, I said I was checking for more. Right after he
So
said he was checking.
you roll me a perception check.
So there's an easier way to do that, right?
Well,
Instead of cutting them open and digging through them, just throw them on the fire.
The metal won't burn.
That's how Slitch did it.
Now she tells us.
Well,
After you've
we
been
have a
digging
fire.
around in it, now she tells us.
we have a fire right there. We didn't have a fire before.
Yeah, we can easily make a fire.
I know, but it's right there.
It sparked your memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to gather up the bodies and go throw them on a fire.
sure, why not?
You with a 12, you did not see anything else out in the grass in the early morning sun. And so you take him back.
I didn't roll that one.
You take him back to
That one's broken now.
take him back. You burn the bodies, pile of ash. They burn surprisingly quickly.
I want to put them in a pan or whatever so I don't lose the Triniston into the fire.
But you want to cook them in a pan.
Well,
She wants. A
Put them on the
sitter.
fire
Something
and put a
underneath.
pan underneath them,
yeah.
To
so
catch
that
the
way it
metal.
Some kind of
catches the
sifter.
ash and
Like
metal.
a rack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm not like cooking them.
We're
Well, I mean, if they're
It
not
might be good eating.
if they're not kissed by flame, is the issue.
Yeah, they have to be on the open flame, so put
See,
the pan underneath.
Pan underneath it, and
So whatever.
Put some
As
wood in the pan, catch that on fire, use the pan to put it on so they burn.
You're making this way too complicated.
Just dig
They're
through
on the
ashes.
fire, the pan is underneath them.
You can just dig through the ashes. It won't be that hard to find.
okay.
That's true, it didn't melt, did it?
So you guys are all coming back to the fire.
Yeah.
I'm still watching. I'm walking around patrolling.
I'm pretty sure we would have cleared an area to build the campfire,
Yeah.
so there wouldn't be tall grass around it.
So I'm just watching, seeing if I see any movement anywhere.
Give me a perception check.
19.
19. So you are over here looking at this direction, right? And you are over here looking over in this direction.
Whatever side of the camp she's on, I'm on the opposite side as we circle around.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
Same thing.
Okay.
So
You're
we
over
try-
here like this. You're over here like this. What's Justin doing?
She's cooking
Taking a
worms.
tinkle.
Put
Okay.
me on the opposite. Well, you got
Maybe
all of
he's
us on
helping
one
her cook.
side.
He's more towards the town taking a tinkle.
Okay.
Well,
Holly won't be that far away from the rest of them, though.
We'll leave him here with you guys cooking the worms.
It's just like,
Where's
Yeah.
the fire?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I know I'd be right there.
Okay.
Why are you so far away, Greg?
That's where he put me.
Well,
Or
what
should
you
be a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Up, no, towards you.
towards me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
right. There we go. That way we're all around the
has my
fire
horse
watching.
calmed down?
Your horse is right behind you, apparently eating grass. The wind is blowing into the forest.
Okay.
You, with a 19, you catch what looks like a branch flip out of one of these little bushes and then flip back in.
How far away?
You're about 10 feet away.
Go boom on it.
So I'm like,
Hmm.
hey,
You do that.
Can you say this out loud?
yeah, I'm like, hey guys,
But the
Okay.
fire wizard.
Come here.
No, I'm charging.
No,
Right.
no,
That's
no.
right.
You come
You still have
here.
fire spells,
Oh,
Jack?
no.
Yeah.
What?
I pull
He
out
has
the box
fire
with the ooze in it, and I coat my daggers in it. And then I'm gonna have him coat his swords.
Did they open the necromancy box?
No, they
No,
No,
because
not
that
yet.
ooze will melt my swords. No.
I thought
No,
it couldn't
it's
melt
not
anything 'cause
acid
it's
anymore.
dead.
you know.
It's like grease now, so
Yeah.
we can light it on fire.
Fire. Oh yeah, we're in a field.
Grassy
It's
field.
grassy, green grass
I-
field.
I mean, we do have a fire.
He said it's green grass,
I did.
so
Swords in the ground. Pull out my bow.
I mean, so far we haven't had a problem
Okay.
with
Put the
campfire.
arrow in it.
Okay.
What are we fighting?
Light it.
So you come over here.
well,
you
well,
guys come
me
over
and him
here.
will be
He
right
saw
there,
something.
and we'll be lighting our.
So here
I'll light
comes
my
the real
daggers
trick.
on
Did you
fire.
tell them about
Light
it?
the end of one of my arrows.
I just
And take
generally
it-
was like,
Take a round
Guys.
to aim to try to get advantage on the shoot.
Okay, so she points in the general direction. You look out, and all you see is a bunch of dead brush, dead
I'm gonna-
bushes.
Perception
Are you
check
seeing
it.
things?
Give me a
there
perception.
was a
check.
branch, it moved.
Yes, my perception check.
18
Looky, looky, looky.
plus 2.
What is it?
20.
20.
Not natural 20.
Okay.
I don't do it again, right?
You don't need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see a little bush, what looks like something about the size of a tan. It seems to jump up out of the ground. A bit of dust pops up with it, and it runs and hides over here behind this other bush. So you got another.
And I'm gonna.
Did both of us see that?
You both saw that happen.
I'm gonna
It
start
looked like a little
sneaking off.
humanoid about the size of tan. Jump up.
I'm gonna start sneaking off towards it.
A humanoid?
Circle around it.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna
got-
circle around it while sneaking in stealth, being as quiet as possible.
Okay,
I'm gonna
like,
count-
Trying to get as close to it as possible to see what.
I want to count to 30 and then holler.
I'm like, wait guys, it's not a worm.
I know you're there. If you try to hide, I will attack. But if you come out, we can talk.
Nothing happens.
You know it ain't gonna come out.
When does that ever work?
Never.
And I'm
Get
I'm gonna approach a little bit more
Okay.
and try to maybe
Well, it does
rush
on
it out
occasions when
towards
there's more
him.
than one.
I want to get my breathing
like you're,
down.
like you're stalking through the bush and like a rabbit runs out, right?
You're,
That's what I'm
you're
trying
flushing
to do.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll
Doug?
for initiative.
Doug, I'm doing the
Yeah,
breathing
because
and
he's not.
getting lined up for a
already.
good shot.
Okay, you got your action ready. Okay, so 25 to 20.
Wait, what am I rolling for? What?
We're rolling for initiative.
15.
19.
10 is 25.
Where's initiative? I forget.
Initiative
oh, that's
is
up
there.
here. Okay,
Yep.
so 20.
20. Okay,
22.
Now, how much does fire do to something if you've ignited your weapon?
I think it's like 5 points around. depending on the type of fire. I know lava does a lot more.
Well, yeah, but it's just normal fire.
And you had 22 out in LA,
22, yeah.
and Calgar,
15.
and Kennethar,
16.
16.
I'm glad I kept Greece.
Mm.
Have you tried to light it though? How flammable is it?
I already lit it.
Oh, okay.
So did he.
I got an
My
arrow on
daggers
fire right
before I
now.
knocked off.
Oh, all right. I was just picturing you like trying to light it. Like, come on.
No, I just do this to the campfire.
Yep. And then I got my arrow,
Oh, we
and I
probably
touched
don't
his
have
dagger,
lighters, do we?
and then aimed it, and then he
There's
disappeared.
a flint.
How you gonna? Did you put your daggers out before you cloak?
They're out in front of me.
Okay, so the daggers are visible then.
Well, they wouldn't do much good under the cloak.
Yeah. If they're on fire, they're gonna light the cloak.
Yeah, it's like so you're gonna catch 22. You're either gonna burn your cloak or you're gonna have visible daggers.
Okay.
Visible daggers doesn't mean much.
Wait, is there common sense in this world?
No.
Yes.
Is there
Depends on
common
who you're
sense?
playing with.
Say, there's none in this world.
Because I know in the real world there's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's all been bred out.
now remind me again what you were doing.
I am walking forward with daggers and tack ready,
Okay. And,
while trying to scare up something.
You see this bush come up out of the ground. It's probably no taller than you are. Looks like a dead weed just come up out of the ground, looks at you and screams like it's about ready to
And
attack.
then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. What do? You're gonna hit it with your.
Hit it with both daggers that are on fire.
Okay.
So a 15 and a 17 to hit.
They both hit.
5, and then you said 5 for the fire damage, so that's 10. And then for the last roll,
I say I like 95%.
we get a
of
2
that
plus a
work,
5.
right?
Okay.
And then
So
you like
that's-
5% of it off.
17.
Yeah. It bursts into flame and almost
I
instantly
say
turns
I
to
like
ashes.
95% kill.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
then
you
I'm
do the
gonna
other 5%.
17 more of them attacking them all around.
Slowly, I'm gonna disengage
gonna agree.
towards a veal.
Towards the veal. Okay. So you disengage. Adelaide, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to attempt an epic blast, but I'm pretty sure 10 does not hit.
Isn't it dead already?
Well, the one is.
One is it.
How many are
10
there?
does not hit.
It
You
could
don't
be
know.
all the dead bushes for all we know. I just killed the one that popped up right
Okay.
in front of me.
Are any more of them moving?
There was one that moved.
Uh,
2 that moved if you killed the
These-
one I killed.
so this one, this one, this one, and this one are going to launch themselves at Calgar.
You have to,
And I'm going to do 4 because I'm not going to set a roll for 4 creatures because it might be more.
okay.
There's a 4 hit.
Oh my god, just barely missed me.
Okay, so you see these 4 creatures
9 damage.
launch themselves out of the dirt and tumble around at Kennethar's feet,
That's Calgar.
Calgar's feet.
When it gets back to me.
And that's going to be their movement.
And 9 damage. If it does hit.
25, 9. Okay.
I get it.
Okay, and now it's that's that movement. It's Kennethar's turn.
So I'm gonna pick one of the ones that just jumped him,
Uh-huh.
the one closest to me in line of sight, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Okay, roll your percentage dice.
Damn it. Put him away. Why'd you let me put him away?
Well, quit putting them away.
60.
You cast your, what was it?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
That turned into a fireball. I'm not really happy
Oh, dang.
Why? It would be really fun.
there.
You right in the middle of it.
I shall
Well,
go in a
then-
blaze of glory.
11. Yeah, this flies off into ash.
Sweet.
Okay, and then you have
Not your turn.
Apparently not your turn.
as she's cooking these things, these 3 worms come running at her, and they're going to try to make an attack. 4 worms. She might be.
Well,
guess that's-
she already rolled damage
She
and
did
everything.
Eldritch Blast.
Just in case. It got to her. Which is not her turn.
Yeah, this isn't. She.
I mean, you can roll. We can cover for her once she's gone. All
Or
you
we
gotta
can
do
take
is-
a
Yeah,
quick
she told
ready.
me what her hit and her damage is
Let's take 5.
already.
Okay. Well, they're going to attack her because
She killed one of them.
yeah, she already killed
And she's
one.
cooking them.
She's already had her turn.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
this is their turn, and they're attacking her.
All right.
Wait, there's more worms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
We're
It's
getting
gonna be
attacked by a
fun.
whole army of things.
8 to hit. Do they hit?
They're not worms
No.
though, right? They're bushes.
I doubt
No.
He doesn't hit.
Needs 10 to even
No.
come toss to her naked.
Yeah. So they come up and they start pounding the ground at her feet, trying to get to her.
My turn yet?
Now we're back to the top of the round.
What?
Did you
How
skip
is it
me?
not Avil's turn?
Oh,
I didn't go.
Yeah.
I didn't go either.
And
Yeah.
Justin.
oh, that's right.
They're trying to get you.
16, 16.
Okay.
So now it's
Yeah.
Calgar's turn.
All right,
Even
I'm
though
gonna
I'm
shoot
about
one.
to catch fire.
You didn't get to go?
No, she didn't go yet.
Oh, you go after Greg. That's DM mistakes.
So,
Do you, and then we'll go back to her, and then remember.
I did mine.
and then
I
I'll.
cast Firebolt.
And
Well, no, he's talking about
Okay.
Justin.
okay.
23 to hit.
That was
Which
you
one you
pointed at
shooting
me.
at?
Yeah.
Though, just one of the probably this one right here.
23 hits.
Yep. And that would be 7 damage to it.
Yep. It
Plus 5 fire.
goes rolling off.
Oh yeah, and it's catching on fire too.
Yeah, it goes rolling off and turns into ash.
And then with my free action, I want to turn and kick one of the other ones towards the fire.
You want a free action? That's an attack, dude.
Oh, yeah. In that case, I'll use my free action, just drop my bow and drop around my
She's
sword.
by the fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it behind her?
If this is the way the fire was faced, she was when she was cooking, these guys would be in front of her and on her sides.
And the
Okay.
fire would be at my back.
No, the fire would be in front of you.
Oh,
So they're around.
yeah.
You're cooking.
Yeah, okay. So my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you haven't had
Yeah.
your turn, so we're gonna.
Yeah, we're giving her her turn because
Yeah,
skipped over.
and then we'll go to you, and then it'll be your turn again.
Yay!
What was your initial?
She was.
Just under me.
Yeah,
20?
she had 20. You had 25. You had 22. You had 16. You had 15.
Oh yeah, so she would go third.
No, she would go second.
If she rolled a 22.
22
Oh, that's
is higher
right.
than
Yeah.
20 there, dude.
You're right. Dumb DM.
Not WDM,
Okay,
just distracted DM.
I'm distracted.
Lots of things.
All right. So I'm gonna come up running on this
I
blue
think you
guy
need some
right there.
pictures.
This one there.
Yep. And I'm gonna take my hammer and hit him into the fire,
Okay.
unless he sticks to it.
Anybody want some?
Yeah,
beef
give me some
sticks?
jerky.
Yes.
I would love
yes,
one
I
of
do.
these.
Or beef jerky? I've got that too.
15,
15 to hit.
You know,
And
Greg
then-
goes to me. I mean, you know Greg goes to me.
5.
You do 5 damage. You sink that spike into that worm, and when
She
you
likes the saucy.
when you pull back, it was going to go into the fire, but when you pulled back, it slid off the spike and landed where you picked it up at.
All right.
All right. So now, back to the top of the round.
Try this sausage.
I'm gonna go attack the red worm.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
I should be able to do that.
That's not exactly line of sight, everybody.
No, I'm walking. I'm going up to it. I'm using my movement. to
So
go
you're
up
going to
to
go
it.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
I'll be his work on any
That was
bush.
First one's a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and then second one is a 10.
Misses.
Okay, so on this roll, it takes 11 plus 5, that's 16 plus sneak attack damage. That's a 3. So it takes 19.
Yeah, you hit it, flatten it out. Bug guts. Jump
Bug
all
guts?
over them.
You
Worm
texted
guts.
me.
From a bush?
No, from a worm.
Oh, it's worms that are attacking me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Bushes
thought
are
there were
behind you.
bushes. Oh, she's got worms.
These were bushes up here. These were worms that came up from
Apparently I
there.
got
Oh.
worms.
Yeah.
There's things we can do.
I'm working on it.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm working
Okay.
on it.
We got attacked by two different types of
Now.
creatures.
You're gonna want to stay near a toilet.
Adelaide.
Which one's closest to me?
Looks like this one's closest to you.
Okay, 26 to hit. Or no, 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And 9 points damage.
9 points of damage with what? What kind would you add?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, you hit it. You hear it. It shakes it off. It's a little woozy, but it's still in the fight. Okay? Now, Aviel.
Alright. What happened to the one I just hit? It fell off
You
my
hit it.
spike, right?
You hit it, and yeah, when you pulled away, it fell off the spike. It's still in the air. You did what? 9 points of damage?
5.
5.
Same one here.
Alright, so yeah, let's smash that one.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Hammer time.
12.
Can't touch this.
And 5.
Okay. You sink it in again, and you pull your hand out again, and the thing just like it's not dead, but it's pretty hurt. Okay.
You're making a new paint job.
This. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I don't need spikes on
This guy
Smash
is going
better without
to-
the spike.
This guy's going to try to attack Aviel.
If it didn't have the spike, it would pop like a zit.
I know, right? Maybe next time I wonder how my hammer looks. If there's like
Turn it
spikes
sideways.
Hit
all
it.
around it.
Well, usually be spike
So I
on
was
one
thinking.
end and a hammer end on the other.
Yeah.
What?
What is the spike configuration on my hammer?
You got a spike coming out of each side except for the handle.
So I could hit the worm with it sideways and it'll pop?
With the
Possibly.
spike, yeah. You send a spike into it.
No, I mean
She wants
somewhere
like
where there's not a
so the
spike.
hammerhead right here and here.
Okay, so
She wants to turn it this way and then bah.
There, you said there's a spike on each side.
well, each of the flat sides. So you'd have one front, back, side, top, and a handle.
So there's spikes no matter where you swing it.
Okay, I just wanted to pop
You
it.
like penetrating things.
You could walk up and stomp on it with your plated boot. That might pop it.
Alright,
you-
we'll
you-
try that next time.
She just likes penetrating things.
Taking?
Yes. Right now she's
I mean,
taking
that's
that worm.
the only option I can
They're not like that style then.
Not like that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. It's still alive. That's what actually this one comes up and tries to do the same, and they both miss. Okay. And now the worms are going to try to attack Adelaide, and they miss. What is your? You're like 16. Yeah, they come up to you. They can't quite get through your armor. They can't quite get up to you.
I don't have any fire.
All right, and then we go to Kennethar.
Okay, so how many are left?
Fire.
You
Two
got
bushes.
2 bushes,
Fire.
3 worms.
I thought you did. I swear you did.
Then I'm after you next, I think.
I have
You
Eldritch
magic
Blast
missile and hit a couple of them?
And
I swear you
What
got a
is
fire
this?
one.
This
Huh?
one's
Save it.
No, you got rid
no,
of
I
poison.
have Witch Bolt, which does
I would
lightning.
use your firebolt
I thought you got
because
rid
it's just a
of
cantrip. I would save
poison
your
spray
arcane
and
missile in
added the fire spell.
case something bigger comes at us.
I don't
That's
think
just
it
me.
did. I was
That
going
is
to,
true.
but I don't think I actually
I
did.
Because it is
swear
still
you did.
very
No, I
early in
still
the
got
morning.
poison spray written down.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a
And,
firebolt
I have Hellish
at
Rebuke.
whatever
Yeah, that
worm is near me.
Yeah,
This
so
one here?
I
Yeah,
can't cast
so-
Hellish
Okay.
Rebuke unless it actually does damage.
76.
Then
the
I can
percent
cast
roll.
Hellish Rebuke.
You cast your.
It
So-
has
so-
to do
oh, you-
damage first.
You hit
Okay.
me, but now you're gonna take damage too.
Yes.
'Cause
And
I
can only-
have that on
Oh.
And
my.
I can only do it as a reaction.
Oh, that's a 25.
I have
25
that on
hits.
my fighter warlock.
I read the
Oh, you
spell
got
and
to me,
thought,
you
oh,
hit
I
me?
need that.
Take damage.
So,
What?
sadly, I can only do 2 spells a day.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
To this one?
Yeah.
And it was what kind of damage?
Fire.
Fire damage?
Firebolt.
This thing catches on fire and goes screaming, squealing through the underbrush. You can hear as it screams as it goes tearing off. Okay? And then.
That doesn't count as a kill though. It's not dead yet.
Yeah.
Still on fire though.
Alright.
It is on fire.
Make it easier to find.
Got those red and blue right in front of me.
These guys, yeah. These are the twigs, the bushes.
2 attacks on the first one, 1 attack on the next.
Okay.
They're already super injured. You're welcome.
No, not those two.
Aren't they?
No, these two.
Those are
haven't-
the two bushes that haven't
Yeah,
been
they
hit.
haven't been hit
Oh,
yet.
okay.
This guy's hurting big time. This guy hasn't been attacked yet.
Okay.
You're about to be gone.
What's this one back here doing?
That one dead.
Oh, okay.
16 on the
That-
first
that-
one.
that one, not
that
purple.
dead.
Huh?
16 on the first one.
That hits.
22 on the next one.
That hits.
And 20 on the last one. None of those are natural.
Yeah, they all hit.
Okay, so the first 2 is going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Okay, and it shatters into pieces.
And the next one is going to take 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
And it shatters into pieces. Okay. Top of the round.
I'm gonna go kill
I'm
the,
on into you, laddie.
the unattacked one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, roll for an attack.
First roll is a 17.
Hits.
Second is a 14.
Hits.
So the first damage is going to take is 11,
Okay.
and then sneak attack. That's 2, so that's 13. Then 8, 9 damage.
Yep. This guy dies.
I like lighting my things on fire.
Okay.
I cook it as I kill it.
You got one wounded guy left. You could let her stomp him out if you wanted to.
Well, no, you still got the one that ran off too.
Yeah, the one
No,
that's
yeah,
on
this
fire.
one's run off. This one's run off by.
Yeah, so the one that's running off,
Yeah.
15 to hit,
Hits.
and
Well, do disadvantage because he's going to be in cover.
Yeah, but he's like
On
smoking
fire.
and on fire.
That's true.
I rolled a 1.
Kind of easy to follow.
I'm pretty sure.
Or
you
do
won't
I
be
need
that
to roll
hard
them at the
fight.
same time?
No, you don't really need to roll at the same time. You roll the 1, and you do an Eldritch Blast. You miss it. It goes off, covers a thing in the grass. That was
Let's
you.
try 11
You-
points of damage.
Yeah. And you have your movement.
I'm gonna go chase that bitch.
Okay, so you go running up to him. All right,
Aviel.
Aviel.
Alright. I'm gonna try smashing this thing with my heavy ass boot.
You roll for attack.
So I don't use my
19.
proficiency, right?
Yeah.
I just use my strength.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 19.
And then 1 plus
And
3,
then this?
so it's 4 damage.
4 damage. You feel the mush of this thing's body go on your feet with a nice distinct.
Yeah.
Any kind of like hand punch or kick or stomp is always 1 plus your strength.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you told me that already.
So yeah, and now it's actually his turn. He's gonna lash out at. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. He's gonna lash out at you for an attack.
Put this under your tongue to rise up.
12 doesn't hit. Yeah. You got the smoldering worm at your face.
Attack it again. With Eldritch Blast. Ooh,
Well, actually, it would
18
go, it would
to
go to
hit.
him.
It's
Oh.
not your turn.
sorry.
Yeah, it would go to him.
I was thinking they went last. My
Kenneth's
bad.
next.
So I'm gonna throw a firebolt at that one. That's the only one left, right?
Yeah.
Well, I did roll.
Wait, gotta roll my percentage.
Your percentage.
54.
Queen two.
You're good.
Rolls a nat one and hits her in the back.
Yes!
And your numbers are a little more gold, more silvery.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 nails it.
Yes.
Double your damage.
Congratulations.
Now roll it and double it.
Mhm.
28.
Okay. You hit this thing so hard, it takes a bunch of earth with it, and you see this thing fly up in the air and just disappear into the smoke. And you see Adelaide go, same team!
It missed you.
I'm gonna
He chased out, he just explodes all over.
pat my daggers out on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm just like,
And then I'm gonna pick up my box full of grease, lock it, put it back.
yeah, I
Glad I
killed,
kept
like,
that.
1 9/10.
Glad we kept it at all. Yeah, didn't we debate whether or not to even do it?
Yeah. And then we debated, and then we did it, and we're like, well, we should try to sell it. And then the blacksmith didn't want it, and I was like, I should probably just throw it away. And then I was like,
So
oh.
you get 25 points apiece for the twigs. I can't remember who killed what. But
I killed one of them.
I killed one.
I don't even remember.
What
and
did
then
I kill?
killed
you
two of
killed
the
two worms.
I killed 2 worms.
And they're 10 points apiece.
So 20?
20 plus you
So-
killed one earlier, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah.
So what were the
That was
worms
I
my
had
worth?
one earlier.
That
Worms
was
are
more
10
than 5
points
minutes
apiece.
ago.
I killed 2 worms, and I killed 1 bush.
What was that big one I killed earlier? The big
So,
one that came out of the
20.
animal's body.
That was a
I don't
a
think
bigger worm.
3
that's-
point-
That was
three.
15 apiece.
I think I
15?
got one,
15
Wait.
experience points.
and
A
then
piece?
So it's
'Cause I
less
thought I
than
was-
the little fairy
Hold on.
things?
Because
It's 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
no, so it wasn't. Okay, so it was 15. So I'm at 182.8. That's 197.8. Because we
I
figured.
got like one worm so far.
So the 3 worms were how many? Or the worms were how many?
These worms were 10. The worm he destroyed.
Right, the bigger one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
15.
I didn't even get a hit on that one.
Well, no. Before me and him annihilated it, no. So the worms are 10,
And
10
the-
piece.
The
Yeah.
bush thing.
And then you said a bush is 25.
Yeah, that's what the book says
Okay.
these tricks are at. They're 25 apiece.
Okay, so
Wait, maybe I'm wrong.
calculate.
Let me. Yeah, 25 XP apiece for a twig light.
So we got
I only killed one of them.
45 plus 897.8.
So everybody still good? We still going strong?
Yep.
Smoke break?
Smoke break.
Good, because I need to level up.
Oh, piss off.
Man, everybody listens to me when I want to glass.
When she levels up next, that's when that weapon's power will activate. So till then, we don't have to worry. So.